Hello, how we doing? Oh, I forgot my mouse. Hold on. Dang it. No, I forgot something. We've got a story rat. Wasted mind, ear bright. Hello, Pony. Hello, Sumerian King. Buds, bees. Hello, Avian was here pre-partying. Story rat, thank you so much for that sub for 9 months of support and on a War Machine Day. And we got Scott. Hello, how we all doing? We are taking another day on Chum and Steve. Steve the Orangefish has joined us. We're gonna take another day and yeah, get a little bit further on them. I think we should get, I don't want to say done, but like ready for basing and stuff. I think that'll be all done today. Depending on how that goes, we also have this little captain we can work on, or I haven't done any airbrushing, but we also have Teostra. We could go ahead and get like a little jump start on for tomorrow. So we got a couple things here we could work on. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Let's see what Steve needs today. I do want to start like some of the rust and stuff on his chains pretty soon. So we might just start there. What are you guys up to today? Steve, that's right. Let's see. Thread says found the old Burger King video games in my collection. I was going through stuff this weekend. Oh my gosh. He does look like a street shark. Yeah. Yeah. The Steven Nemo colors, or is that your decision? So the box art has like an off-white kind of gray. We decided to do Steve from a TikTok meme. The video is in, I think, the Sub Lounge. Slam posted it. There's like this French meme song that's going around about Steve the orange fish. So that's what I went with. Let's see him cleaning unalive rooms. Thanks, Sneaky. It's got, oh, we enjoying some crime scene cleanup? What do you think, Earbrag? Sounds like you're enjoying it if we're playing some more today. Yeah, what is everyone up to today? What do we got going on? I'm gonna get the typhus corrosion out while you guys let us know what you're up to today. I think it's like right. I should have grabbed it before stream. Dang it, I'm a bad streamer. Sorry. Hold on. I saw it yesterday. It should be like right here. Because I kept trying to pick it up as a color. Well, did I actually pull it out because I thought we would need it? It's just hard to tell from the top of the thing because it just looks like a normal color paint. So it's kind of hard to find, if I'm honest. There's one called I remember Sneak King. Yeah, when you had as the Burger King character, you stalk people to bring them food. That's the whole game. I remember that. That's what's nice because I'm sorry, school musical this year. If I see a twisted version of Finding Nemo right now, I could see that. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Cassiodorus, hello there. Hanging out here till I go home from work, and then it's gonna be painting time. What are you gonna be working on? Sorry, I need to find this typhus corrosion. Oh, here we go. Okay, I just needed to talk to chat and get my stuff together. Is it before or after? It should be after the ducks. Yeah. It would be during stream yesterday. Slam posted it. It'll be an orange fish. There's a caster war machine called Nemo. Maybe he's worried now. We gonna find him. We gonna find him. All right. So for our rust, I'm gonna do basically what we did for the Trench Crusade stuff. So I'm gonna start with typhus corrosion. I'm gonna put that everywhere where we want some rust, like all in here and some of the chains. The anchor, anything that would rust out, which is basically everything on him. So go ahead and do that. Let that start drying. I need to get my blackout squad painted up. Oh, for Wednesday night. I'd like to try and get some colors blocked out at least. Finding Nemo and boosting Fountain 21's into a spice. That's right. Hey, Aaron, thank you so much for that lyric. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to be working on some War Machine. What is everyone else up to today? I was talking in the Discord. We were up too late playing Blueprints last night. Game is so good. We made it to the room. So We have completed the main objective, but the amount of stuff that we never touched or solved is wild. I can only imagine how much kind of end game stuff we still have to do. It's wild, chat. So we beat the main objective, but there's still a lot of game to go. And I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. There was like so last night we had a pretty good run because there was something we were trying to do. And I'm not gonna give any spoilers or like puzzle spoilers or anything. There's something we were trying to do and we got really close. We were like one thing away. And then we had kind of a shit run, because it's a roguelike. You'll have shit runs. And then we had the run that got us there, and it was just absolutely wild. It wasn't even like our intent for the run, but we made it. But yeah, there's still so much that we haven't done. I was up to like I think I was what 1:30 because I wanted to read a little bit after because I was too wired. Couldn't go to sleep right away. But it's very good game. Enjoying the heck out of it. See, Butts is Mrs. Butts is currently going ham on the basement in the process of making a hobby space. Let's go. Let's go. This is the urn, that's right. Got that photo chat combo, huh? We got what we needed. It was wild. And because I think you can't save. Like if you have to quit the game, I think it ends the run. So we were basically locked in at that point. We're like, okay, well we gotta get as far as we can. And we did. It was fun. But we'll keep playing and doing kind of the end game stuff. Other than that, I watched day 2 of WrestleMania. It was fine. I thought day 2 was kind of boring. And I read more of my book. I am reading the Greenbone Saga, so Jade City, and I'm on Jade War. I read some of that yesterday. That was kind of my day. How was everyone's week? How was everyone's weekend? Did we have a good Easter? Have a good weekend? Why imagine I keep jumping up and down the bed? Scott's lying there looking for turf because it's probably has probably happened before. I'm just still talking about the game. Yeah, that's probably accurate. But that was our day. Good weekend. So everyone loves. Ooh, the chili I made yesterday. That's like the best feeling when you make something and everyone likes it. I'm glad. But says her approach to projects is pick a project, do nothing but work, and talk about it until it is done. I mean, that's better than pick a project, start it, abandon it. You know, like half finished. Like we still have stuff around the house like half finished. And like neither of us have the energy to be like, okay, let's finally do the thing. Like a couple weekends ago, there was some smaller stuff where we were both like, oh man, I want that done. I want that taken care of. Otherwise, it'll just sit there. Sit there. So one of us has the energy. Well, my chili is one of my specialties. I've been perfecting it for like 12 years. Oh, this is some intense chili. I want to know all your secrets. I guess, is there something like unique about your chili? What is maybe not your full secrets, but is there something you like about it? Curious now. Raven, like, good morning. How are you today? We're taking another day on Chum and Steve. How are you? I'm just putting in our typhus corrosion so we can do some rest work. Basically putting this anywhere where water would collect and kind of sit. The situation arises. I can bring you some. I will. Sounds good. That's cool though, having something that like you keep working on. But says the result is she drags my procrastinating ass along for the ride regardless of my energy for it. Yeah, sometimes with us that happens too. Sometimes the thing just needs to get done. Can appreciate that. Someone's gotta have the energy. I can appreciate that. I'm always happy when things are done, but it gets rough for me. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, there's a project we haven't finished from when we moved here, which was a while ago. So, and every time one of us brings it up, it's both of us going, So guess what? It's still not done. It's because we both hate it. One day. Maybe one day. I think the biggest things are, it always cooks for at least 5 hours. I use, lamb and chorizo, gotcha. And red wine for the liquid. Okay. Gotcha. So kind of some fancier stuff like that. I assume so, if we're really taking time with chili. Okay, that's all drying. We can let's highlight the ropes and start kind of working our way to the little stuff. We also have tiny crab and tiny starfish, which I think we'll do those next. Bring in some more color. I love that Scott knew the exact project I was talking about. It's not even the, like, it's the fact that we have to, like, paint them all and then let them dry. And then, yeah, cutting them, installing them. It's just all a pain in the ass. Every single step of it is a pain in the ass. To make enough for 10 people with fixings. Oh, it's only 40 bucks? Hell yeah. Chili's good for that, just in general. Like, even if you're not doing a real fancy chili. It's nice for that. We just do I just do ground turkey and like beans and stuff, and it's nice for a cheaper meal. Remember says, doing well, day off work, so just woke up, going for breakfast later. Ooh, with the girlfriend, letting her sleep in a bit more. That sounds like a nice day off. Getting a little extra sleep, get some breakfast, enjoy the day off even more. I don't know, if I make changes, I try to remember to record it. Ooh, it's a cheese and sour cream and cornbread. Yum. My thing that I never did until, guess it's a southern thing, is putting it over rice. I like chili over rice. Or over a potato, we would do that. That's real good too. Styling a red curry, which I've also been working on. I can feed 5, but it costs like 60 bucks. I bet it's really good though. I bet it's really good though. Chili for rice is good, yeah. On some noodles? I've not tried that. I need to try that at some point. I know that's a thing, but I've not actually had it. Next time we make chili, I'm doing it. $8 a meal is really good pricing. Yeah. I think it's a nice part of kind of cooking at home is can make it last. So, Fairy Nana, welcome in. Scrolling through Twitch, I found your channel. Dropping a follow on your Insta and Twitch, thank you so much. Always happy to find another woman painter. Love your Berserk and Kingdom Death models. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to check out the stream. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. Trying to think what else I can show you that you might be interested in. I'll be honest, I've been really bad about socials, so they're really behind. But we've been working on some Trench Crusade. So this is basically what if World War I had demons, which is fun. I've also been working on some not Bushido, sorry, Conquest. So I've got some Tengu and this really cool Kami, big Oni. So that's all Conquest. And then I do have some Bushido, which is what goofed me up. But I need to finish our little foxies. But yeah, there's some of what I've got. Okay, so I'm assuming working maybe on some Kingdom Death. What have you got? Unless you're headed back to Lurk, then ignore me. Ignore me. Hi, Farm Welcome in. How are you? Ooh, Fritos and chili. Mm-hmm. So good. Frito pie. I set down my good brush and I can't. Okay, it's this one. I was afraid I'd lost my good brush. Some tortilla chips for dipping. You guys, it is like 10 in the morning. We need to we need to lay off the food talk for a little bit. It's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. and I didn't get to meal prep my burritos, so we need to move on. Everyone says, a bit tired. Watched the first Lord of the Ring movies last night. Very nice. We were all up too late. All too late doing stuff. I'm starting my Cthulhu Death. Ooh, Monster Cultist. That sounds fun. Is that for one of the board games? A few people in chat have done the Cthulhu board game stuff. Some of those are massive. There's only one acceptable side for chili, and that is cornbread. I do like cornbread, but I do like some chippies with it. And Steve is back, and so am I. For now. Fairy Brain, welcome in. How are you? Fair. Steve is indeed back. We're gonna try and get... I mean, other than like basing, I think we can get him kind of... Get them wrapped up today. That's the plan, at least. What are you up to? How was rest of weekend? Food talk. I had a veggie burrata panini last night. That sounds really good too, Ace and Night. Yum. I want to find more places here kind of locally to like go out and try new stuff. Because we're not always the best about like seeking out new places to try. I'm gonna try and be better about it. It's the board game Cthulhu Death May Die. Excellent. I've heard good things. I don't have it myself, but yeah, I've seen some of the miniatures, and that's amazing. And then I've heard the game is fun. That's what High Farms played it. Okay. Yeah, there's a handful of people here in chat who I've seen working on some of it. That's awesome. I don't think board game stuff. Monster Hunter, I think, is the... I got the entire Elden Ring Kickstarter from Steamforge that I'm kind of saving for a bit later because I want to do a lot of the small stuff together. So honestly, I need to get just a giant can of Wraithbone and go to town on some of that small stuff. But I want to work on some of that. We've been working on Monster Hunter. We don't have a board game group, which is unfortunate. I'd like to play more of them, but... Until then, I will work on Shork. And some more tabletop stuff. I know a guy who got most of it. I have the models I traded for, since most of them are painted, but only a few that are not. Put together some new cricks, which I should post in the Discord. We'd love to see. Okay, so the one you traded, you do still have some that you get to work on. That's fun. Sorry, I know highlighting rope is not the most exciting thing, but getting this wrapped up will get it off our list. I'm like, a couple people that collect board games. Yeah, I'm jealous of friends that get to do more of that. We've tried with our D&D group, and they're not biting. We're not interested. And that's okay. But it does mean I have to decide what I'm going to do with some of these board games. During my Shadow Flame Shard for a Grimkin army. The Slavic Nightmare Fae, that's cool. You can always try to make new friends at the game store. They do have a board game day, don't they? I suppose we could try to meet new people. Gross. Gross. I suppose. Oh, but it's Sunday. Between stream and D&D, yeah. That's rough. But, like, nice to know it's an option. We just bail on chat one day and go up. The Shadows Scum Warmachine, is it for a game or is it print? It is for a game, so this is for Warmachine. And it is plastic. This is part of a new starter box that they actually just put out. So he is from a faction. They're like pirate trolls. So here's the captain that's part of that same box in the same faction. So he's kind of the big guy. He's like the war beast for the unit. But then there's some smaller as well. And then it comes in a box with these kind of cool mechanical like dragon guys. These are the Chimera. So I don't have the Zenithal in this one, so he's a little harder to see in the primer. But that's the other side of the box, are the kind of these mechanical dragon guys. Yeah. So I'm just working my way through that. I'm basically brand new to Warmachine. I'm kind of coming from Warhammer, and we had tried Warmachine a while back, and our local community was unfortunately not great, so we didn't stick with it. So now we're trying it out again with new starter box. Yeah, no worries. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to help. Let me catch up here. Creators of Tremors have won back the rights to the OG script, are considering a perfection sequel. Bacon wants to return. I know how I feel about that. I know how I feel about that. Just do new things. Why are we revisiting everything? I'm always down to bail on chat. I know. Hoot, welcome in. How are you? We're painting Chum again today, and little Steve. What are you up to? I'll have to convert you for Warmachine. I do appreciate the help. Thank you. It's interesting since we were in Warhammer for so long and like really in the loop for however many years. Learning some new games has made it really interesting here. It's been fun not knowing all of the answers. Where we used to be pretty in the know. It's been interesting here. We'll still work on some Warhammer. I've got some Warhammer coming up here, but for my personal stuff, I probably won't be for a little bit. I've got my Lumineth I'd like to work on at some point, but all right, there's rope. Let's go ahead and work on. Let's get little crab painted. Little crab. Scott hates us people. Sad. Scott wants to play board games, and he's not afraid to tell you. We've already got 4 Warhammer players locally that want to try it, so I'm gonna demo them, convert them from Warhammers to Warmachines. Little crab. It's been weird, but is what it is. Especially with like Emperor's Children and Space Wolves coming out back to back. It's like, I should be excited. It's been weird. But that's okay. I'm still happy to paint Warhams for people in chat. We'll be working on some Imperial Fist next week. Does the fish have a name? We have named it Steve, after the French meme. So he is Steve. In game, I have no idea if he has a name. Ours is Steve. Marvel's welcome in. How are ya? We do have a street shark. This is Chum. Chum the shark. What are you up to today? It's nothing personal. I just hate people in chat. Scott just wants to play games. I mean, you can always take off without me one Sunday. Scope it out for us. Scott says he does, but then he goes up to Magic Night twice a week. You can't hate people too much. He does not. He's just a weapon, so he can be Steve. Steve is a weapon. I even saw Scott last week. I know it's weird. Squeezer, welcome in. How are you today? Those are persons. I like persons. People I don't like. That's also true. That is true. I was gonna say, if either of us would be me, because I don't like to leave the house. It's far too people-y out there. Don't like it. All right, we have a starfish, which I'm gonna do kind of a magenta. I'm gonna get our Vallejo magenta out. When I am finished with this paint, I'm gonna be really sad. Because I don't want to get the new Vallejo one. Where is my magenta? It can't be out already. Where is it? That's pink. That's not what I want. Oh wait, do I have the P3 one? Here's the purple. Where is my... There you are. Jeez. Murder is magenta. It's here somewhere, but it's over. Robin says, I wanted to paint today, but my palette became a little moldy. No idea how it happened. Maybe a spore got into it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's frustrating. Kingdom Death Store testing pre-orders. Products, another pre-order item test. Ah, interesting. Yeah, because it would be sale, what, next week? For end of month, if they stick to end of month. Should be. Alright, says I'm an extrovert, unless I'm in Walmart. But I want to be anywhere else as quickly as possible. I'm okay to a point. I can go out and do some things, but there's definitely a point of like, okay, I'm done. Bye. Like, if I have to run errands, I will go do them first thing in the morning when there's less people out. And then there's definitely a point where I'm like, okay, it's time to retreat. I'm done. I've had enough. Bye-bye. And then I retreat. Today I get to, or I'm sorry, this week I get to do the Switch 2 pre-orders start this week. So I'm going to take off early and get our pre-order secured and then hide again. I've already planned it. Go there when store open, come back and hide. Anyone else going to be getting the new Switch? We have a metric crap ton of store credit with a game store, so I'm gonna cash that in toward a Twitch or a Twitch, a Switch. Try and get me the Mario Kart bundle. I already put it into bleach. Gotta change the sponge too. Yeah, yeah. I've heard the copper. So Hoots mentioned the copper for the wet palette. I've seen people do either the strips or a penny. I think people have mentioned also. I'm the weird one. I don't actually close up my wet palette, so I just let mine dry out. So I don't have any other like things I can share, but that's what have helped other people. Has to be the older pennies though. Oh, with more copper. Okay, getting our little friends started. We've got the little barnacles, which I might look up the box art to see how they did those. I don't remember if they kind of matched the skin or if they went separate. I feel like they're separate. I'm also needing to start the rust. So I'm gonna let's get our rust colors out so we have those. Nikki's palette, wet name. It's wet while I'm working, and then I just let it dry out overnight. Because there's very few colors I mix with commissions, and if I am mixing for like my display type stuff, I can generally, like, if it's dried on the palette, I can mix back to it pretty easily, so I don't see the need for it, but that's me. I know a lot of people keep it or throw it in the fridge. I don't use it enough to do that. I need to get a new one. I have zero clear my wet palette disappeared too. If anyone is looking for one, we do have our gear page. I'm gonna throw that in here. The one that I use is there. It's just the Masters and Stay Wet palette. It's you don't have to get the. Some of them are super marked up. You don't have to get those. But that's what I use, and then I just use baking paper for the actual palette. Sadie uses the bark palette. Yep, she's a pro. She's a pro. Everybody says, one more part of this level, done. Gotta find one furniture place and some rubbish. No one else picking up a Switch with me? I had the thought too, it was like, okay, do I get it and like stream with it? Do I leave it? They could probably just end up in the living room, but it's tempting. I don't know what it would play like right off the bat. I am excited because my friend Danny is not a huge gamer, but she loves Mario and she likes more Nintendo stuff. And I told her that when we get it, it's gonna be a Mario Kart day. I'm excited for a Mario Kart day with her. Okay, I might have to find another Mornfang Brown. It's not mixing back together here. I need some. I think I can revive it, but it's gonna need the little blender we've got. There's another one. That'll be easier. Gonna be stippling, so I want it to be a little thicker, a little nicer consistency. I'm in a rush to go. Still have lots of original Switch games to get through. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm keeping my light too, so for my RPGs and stuff. I love that little thing. It reminds me of the old PlayStation Vita, which was like my favorite little console. I just didn't get the love. I love that little thing. Anyone else playing any games right now? We were up to like playing Blueprints. When Scott's not available, I've been playing Final Fantasy VI, which has been very good. I'm now into like the second half of the game and enjoying the heck out of it. Mad at myself for like putting it down for a little bit, but back on track now. And then Claire Obscura. Is it Expedition 33? Comes out this week, and I will be playing that for sure. That is the RPG that kind of has like the Persona combat, but has some real time like action inputs needed to like dodge and do different things. So I think that'll be neat to see how that works. I'll play that this week. Yeah, anyone else playing anything good? Trying to decide what we do for Wednesday. I'm a little hesitant to start anything just because Claire Obscura is this weekend, but I'll take another look. Could clean up some crime scenes. I'm not as interested as you guys, sorry. Glad you guys are enjoying though. It's not my jam, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying. Crime scene! I'm glad you guys are enjoying. The only other game we've kind of picked up recently is Suikoden. But that seems like a lot for streaming. Probably wouldn't do as great. I'll enjoy that on my own time. Have you been watching? I keep forgetting Story Rat. I keep like doing other things at the time. I will watch it, but I am not caught up now. How is it so far without spoilers? Which is always weird to say because like a lot of us know the story. But some people don't, so I'll throw it out there. First season was very good, so I do want to watch the second. Last night's was very good. Yeah, season 1 was very, very well done. So I will watch it. I just keep forgetting that it's on. Like last night, I was watching WrestleMania with the guys and didn't even think about it. And then we blueprinted after, so didn't even think about it. I mean, months of stream time for Suikoden, and yeah. Like you can see the very, very beginning, and that would be it. So that doesn't feel like a great choice for stream. I'll take a look though. If nothing else, we just get another paint day. So. With commissions and projects and things, another paint day may be okay. It's just nice having gaming day. Part of me was like, what if I go back to last epoch and give that another try? I just don't know if I'd keep up with it after stream. Is my only hesitation. But I thought about it. He's got so many chains. Okay, work on the back here. Let's see, found some copper rods for welding torch. Hope that's gonna be enough. Yeah, hopefully, see. One way to find out, throw them in there. I consider watching WrestleMania. I usually watch every year, but 2 nights is silly. I didn't love last night. I thought the first night was kind of fun. It had some cool stuff. I'll be honest, last night I ended up on like TikTok while I was waiting for some of it to finish. Some of it was kind of boring. You done the second one? Yeah, Scott's been playing a fair amount of it. And cruising. I see if I remember where a metal chair goes to you, or do I have to cheat? You're right, already cheating. The TikTok monies have been hidden lately. So, yeah. I'm trying not to be on it as much, but like, I'm just kind of bored watching last night, so I got on anyway. I try not to be on it as much, but just kind of waiting. It was one of those where like you're watching something together and you're all like goofing off, and then it gets to the point where like no one's interested in like what's happening. That's how kind of bored we or how boring it was. I'm just kind of like, okay, next thing, please. It's bad when like no one's talking. Trying to remember which level it is. It should show up when you get near to its location. Oh, for crime scene. Scott in here helping cheat. Just kidding. I think I've been holding everywhere, holding it, just running around with the chair. I borrowed Raw from 96, 97. I'm gonna watch them and see if I can find the later episodes too. That'll be fun. Yeah, I didn't grow up watching any of it, but like Slam and them are have been watching it for a long, long time. So it's fun because I get like some of the recap and here's who this is and here's why that's important. Like that's fun. I enjoy that. But I can't keep up with it like weekly. I have so many shows and things. Every now and then for like the big events, it's fun to pop in and watch. I appreciate what they do, but I can't keep up with it. The chair by the sinks. That one doesn't count. Ah. You're by running around with a chair for nothing. I'm not even trying to move the right thing. Well, at least now you know. Now. Good thing you asked, dear bro. Good thing. You'd be there all day with that chair. I found it. Oh, it was a damn light. Well, I'm glad you found it. On to the next level, I guess. Maybe. I remember seeing WWE in the late 90s, early 2000s because I was on Danish TV. I mean, WCW, which I thought was rebranded WWF because of all the stars I knew from WWF. I know that I've seen those abbreviations. I couldn't tell you what the difference is, but I know that those were things. From Google searches I have done before. Alright, I'm just taking, this is Mornfang Brown, and I'm just stippling it on top of that typhus corrosion we did earlier. And that makes a really nice rust effect. It does take a few passes to kind of get this worked up. But unfortunately, it looks like I missed some of the silver, but that's okay. I'm just going to dot it where it needs to be, and I will get the silver a bit later. Still fill all this in. And then he's got someone around his waist, too. So I'm just kind of putting it in between the links. It's just everywhere. Almost 2 hours for the light. Well, I'm glad you got it now. Alright, there's one pass of our rust. It's a little hard to see, it's a little darker. We are going to come back with a highlight for the rest, and that should be a little easier to see on camera. So from Mornfang, we're going to go up to Scrag Brown. So here's our next color. But yeah, that was basically our night. WrestleMania into finishing up, well, not finishing, but main objective of Blueprints. That was our night. Not bad, I think. This week for stream, obviously we're going to work on little Chum and Steve today. We're going to work on Teostra tomorrow for Monster Hunter. And then Wednesday, yeah, if I can find a game, we'll play a game on Wednesday. If I can't, we'll take another paint day. We will stream on Wednesday, but deciding what that will be is where I'm at. We finished the Blair Witch Project game too. It was actually pretty impressive. Good. I don't think I've seen it mentioned. I guess, would you like it enough to recommend it, or? It's another, oh, the Bloober games, okay. Once we get all this rust, I am going to come back with a silver to get the high points as a highlight on the metallic too. So while we're highlighting rust, we're also going to highlight the silvers here in a little bit. Just for anywhere where the rust would rub back off. Well, like Chum's moving around. Oh, it's got a really good story and some decent scares, but it's really heavy. Main character's affected by PTSD past combat. That makes sense for those horror games. Just gotta be a little careful. I'm still, speaking of horror games, I'm still excited for the new Silent Hill. Looks so good. I've not played a Silent Hill, and I think the new one's gonna be my first one. I've watched like people play through them, but I haven't actually played through some of them myself. Still considering the remaster for. It's hard when I've seen people play them. Silent Hill F looks so good, and it's not James because he sucks. He do. He do. Yeah, I feel weird picking it up when I've already like watched people play a lot of it, and like I know the story and the smaller stuff. Feels like a bit of maybe when it's like on a deep sale or something. So I can still experience it myself, but it's a hard sell at the moment at full price, even if it's good. It's worth playing, yeah. I think again, maybe on a deep discount I grab it. Just hard when I've seen others playing it. I would say I've seen like 90% of the game, so like it feels silly spending money on it, but I should. You're right. I'm sure they'll do some sales too with the new one coming up. Pick it up. Fauna from Reacts, I've heard Diva run from Pyramid Head. It's so funny. Stelly Mass, welcome in. How are you today? We've got this is Chum from Warmachine, and we've decided to make Steve the fish. What are you up to today? I'm just working on our rust a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the silver, and then if we feel like the rust needs a tiny bit more, I do have Deathclaw Brown we can also use. But let's highlight up the silver first. Decide if we think we need it. What are you up today, Sailor Mouse? We're talking video games as you come in. Anything you've been playing? Also got to work out today, and I'm not looking forward to it because I'm still sore. It's hard when you know it's gonna hurt. All right, let's get some silver on here. We're gonna be super duper selective, and I'm gonna thin this down a little bit. Like up here, get some highlights. Gonna ask chat, what are we working on hobby wise this week, chat? Any exciting projects? I kind of mentioned what we'll be working on this week on stream, but anyone have anything fun? The other thing I need to put the horse blinders on and like work on this week are the Sister of the Battle Knights. I don't know, I've been real distracted lately. Having a hard time like focusing. Probably because the world, but I need to put the horse blinders on this week. Oh my goodness, we got a Sharknado. Panda, thank you so much for the bits. Whoa. How are you today? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. How we doing, Panda? Feel like you should just be chilling with it. I need the blackout guys, maybe some Moonstone as well. Sorry I removed a lot of social media. I can preserve my silly little mental health. Yeah. Yeah. That's part of why I've tried to not be on TikTok as much, but I was weak last night. Alright, how are things here? Pretty good, Panda. We're working on all of our rust and our metallics. I was asking chat what they're working on this week. Do you have anything you're excited to work on? Everybody says doing multiple things for my Russians. Got the 85mm anti-air gun to finish. KV-1s to finish. Some more work on building and painting. Is it Sarisa? Maybe goof that up. Precision trenches. It's been since I've been looking at those dang archers for months. Not sure what I want to do next. Not sure what decals I want to use, if any, but nights without them feel odd. It is hard when they've got like those just big panels and you feel like there should be something there. I feel like I remember you had ordered different decals. Were they not what you're wanting, or if I'm misremembering, you can tell me that too. Just be like, no, dummy, it's not where I'm at. But I agree, it's hard. Either like decals or some kind of freehand. Those big panels are just asking for like some extra love of some sort. Fantasy the amount of coffee grounds. I could really use a coffee. Oh, it's the time for a treat to Monday. I think it may be a treat to Monday. Forgot pills. Get pills. I took the time the other day to refill all. I have an espresso, but I got a little kit to where I can refill the pods myself. So I took the other day to like clean out all my pods, replace all the pods. But I like it because now I can do like a quad shot and it doesn't cost $1 million. So I did that the other day, so I have my coffee for the week too. Because I tend to do either a larger iced latte or like I just straight put up into a protein shake. So the 2 shots isn't quite enough, but being able to do a couple is nice. I did overall like those, but they aren't as white, okay, as the GW ones. There's some GW ones like the diamonds I was thinking of using. Now I'm concerned they won't match because there is a small difference. Oh. Trying to think what I would do if I was in your shoes. So with what you have, you'd have a mix of both, is what I think I'm reading. You'd have Games Workshop and the other ones that you ordered. Could you split it up in a way that if they were a little different, that would be okay? Like this unit has this one, this unit has a different one. Or would it be that one is across all of them? You're saying you wouldn't leave unfinished models sitting in your painting desk for months? I'm just trying to be helpful. Sometimes talking it out can help. You always have. You can always tell me to shush though. I'm just trying to help. You can always be like, please be quiet. I don't want to do this right now. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. Even just that little silver highlight's helping quite a bit on a little chum here. I wasn't being too stark. No, I get you. I got you. I think that's what I would do. Like if I could split them into groups to where like, okay, this group has different markings anyway. So like if the white's a little different, it's not a huge deal. But if it's something you're putting across all of them, then it's definitely tougher. Reaper says I just got tracking for my Doom Collector's Edition. Let's go. Yeah, there was a like a sponsored spot for WrestleMania with Doom. It's like, oh yeah, that's close. We close to Doom. Who's gonna be playing new Doom? Sorry, chat. That comes out on like a Friday, and I'm not waiting till Wednesday, so I'm just gonna play it. I'm probably gonna no life Doom when it comes out. I'm sorry. Sorry. Pick something else to play together. Unfinished models on the desk for months. Why are you suddenly talking about me? Chat, I just want you to know. This is what's in arm's reach of me right now. Right this second, this is what I have. If you ever feel bad, that's what I could get in a couple seconds. So, yeah. I don't know how much help my help is, but yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need to finish a day. I think we take one. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. I feel like I should watch Conclave today. What is Conclave, Panda? Is that, I know you had like a movie on the other day. Is that another movie? The one I ordered is the house symbol. That was the idea. It would be on every night. 8 unfinished armatures explodes into 8 bodies and countless armor plates spread all over the place. Yeah. Trying to think what I would do. I feel like I would just go for it if I were in Wasted Mind shoes. I would just throw them on because the only way to fix quote quote would be to just keep looking for the exact same decals so that they're an exact match. And I don't know I don't know how worth it that is. I guess like I would just go for it. Then yeah, gets it off the desk. They're ready to play. Or maybe just try one of each and see how much it bothers you, maybe. If you think good enough, then you can continue them, and if not, you can remove the one that you don't like. Because you can do the microsol and microset to take it back off, too, if you don't like it. Just don't seal it down. It's a movie about picking... Oh, a new pope! It came out last year. Really freaking good. Palpatine's in it. Okay. That seems appropriate for today. Welcome back, Story Rat. I wish I could strip the Grimkin I got, but then I would basically strip the whole faction. Could be fun to like, because you said you still had some to paint. Just having both could be fun for a bit. Maybe get them fully painted, and then if you wanted to redo any of them, you can tackle them at that point. The other thing that scares me, I've never done decals. Okay, I was going to for sure. No pork up the alignment. We have a decal video, and I think it's just up on YouTube now. Gonna point you there. If it's it may be a case like Butts where I didn't public it because some of those are old videos, but Microsol and Microset are great. Alignment is tricky, especially with the bigger panels. If you can make some kind of like a guide for yourself, that can help. Like sometimes I'll just use like a post-it note and like mark where I've got it. Or tape, if you can do some kind of tape pattern to get it in approximately the same spot. That can help. I think I've had Microsoft for like 4 years sitting in a drawer. Now is the time. Now is the time. It's great. You know, it does help. Okay, I'm gonna either coat a magenta on this little starfish. It quite covers nicely. Over that dark blue. Want to do a little bit of a purple wash over it, and then we'll do some more pink. Okay, does Mr. Crab need another? No, Mr. Crab's okay. Try and decide what I want to wash him with. I mean, purple's always a winner. Maybe we just wait. It's coming together, chat. I think the other thing we need to get is the kind of coppery color for the helmet. Whatever these are at his waist. So let's get that out real quick. And then we've got to find that highlight for his... we should do the carapace too on getting paints. Let me try and find a good blue for that. Let's see what we got. We could... This poor paint's about dead. I think it's too green. Maybe Teclis. What else was... Oh, copper. I'll go with Victorian brass. Probably a good shout. Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, I don't think Lawthorn's gonna be it. Anyway, I think Teclis is what we want. And then we need to look up his little barnacles too. Uh-oh, Teclis. Please be good. Okay. I need some thinner, but it looks like we can use it. Yeah. Hopefully that is light enough. It might not be. I may have to buy another thing of Lothar. Or we're mixing. It's one or the other. Think we probably need to mix. It's a little darker than I wanted. Yeah. Well, okay, we mix. This is Lothar looks pretty dead. Yeah. Get some whites. We'll just mix it up. We'll be using white as like the final highlight anyway, so. Let's mix some of this together. Alright. We go again. That's closer to what I want. This is going to be a lot of edge highlighting along all of this carapace work. Let's see. Hobby news for pre-orders yesterday. It was more chaos. It was Death Guard and World Leaders. Also a combat patrol for Emperor's Children. Anyone thinking of picking up some chaos? And you get Mr. Shark a gloss coat? I don't know. That's a good shout, though. I'm thinking about the rest and if I want that all to be glossy. I think Steve probably needs a gloss coat. And maybe selective gloss coating. I think the rest we want to keep the texture we've built up, but that's a good idea, Panda. Maybe selective. Or like the little crab and stuff too could use some. We need to finish up his little face today too. I think we'll get them. I hate to say finish because I still need to base them, but painting wise, I should be able to finish these guys today, which is nice. Well, I don't know if you saw Panda. Look what I've got lined up for tomorrow. Big boy. I'm going hunting. Trying to decide if I want to do some airbrushing today or if we just jump in together. But if anything, it would just be the like base purple for his body and like some of the wings. But yeah, that's gonna be tomorrow. I'm excited. We shall post the quest. I got him and Come here. Little Kulu Yaku. Also ready with his rock. So that's who I got prepped the other day. And then I think we need to my rock, that's right. I think we probably need to start some of the little hunters and palicos. I haven't painted any of the hunters. If we finally get to play, I need hunters painted. I feel like I gotta get at least myself and Slam painted. I haven't painted anything from that. Yeah, like we need to. I need to. I don't want to neglect the player characters. Even though the monsters are all cool, like the hunters all look great too. All the different armor. Pretty sure there's a palico or two in it. I don't quite remember, but honestly, I just want to get further before all my Iceborne stuff shows up. Because then we gotta go hunting again. Got Elden Ring sitting here staring at me. Elden Ring is still in this room. I don't know where to put it. It's just sitting over there mocking me. I don't know what to do with it. We gotta finish some of this. Alright. Unfortunately, I gotta keep mixing this color. So, second. Guess we can mix a giant batch of it now that we know it works. Some more white. Alright, we'll keep piling up these scales. I don't know. I didn't like base coat. I think it was when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do the blue. Let's come back and actually do a bit of a base coat there. Get his little face. And unfortunately, I have too much water in my palette, so let me remix that. Remix. Alright, we were doing Tecla's blue and white. Because my Lothern is unfortunately dying. Time to replace it with something else. A little bit more white. Like one more drop. Alright. Back in business. Sly, hello! How are ya? This is my short we're working on. What are you up to? This is for Warmachine. The shark is Chum. And then we pulled Steve the fish from the meme. So he's on there as well. And we're just working on kind of the scales and stuff right now. What are you up to? We have a lot of edge highlighting to do. I don't know what it is about this new band for my watch. It keeps dragging across the table, making me a little crazy. I think it's because it has two of these little things for the band. Time to just rip it off right now. yeah, that's what we got, Sly. It's been really fun working on some Warmachine. Checking out all the new minis they've got. Before we kind of dip back to some more Hammer next week. And then we're going to paint a lot of yellow. I hope you guys are ready. You guys ready for a whole bunch of Imperial Fists? Whole bunch. We've got some ATVs. We got some characters. We got some infantry. Whole bunch of Imperial Fists coming. You fists. They're gonna look good, though. Also, for Alive and Madness in chat. Whole bunch of Marines. Which is partly why I want to do, like, the Monster Hunter and stuff this week. It's one last bit of freedom before... Just kidding. But before we settle into a big project, get some of these kind of more single model projects. Let them get some love. And then we dive in. Today's a very Monday. That's fair. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from chat today. I hope everything goes well today, chat. I've gotta work out. Got some orders to pack after stream. So I'm also kind of hanging in there today. Had another huge storm rock past us last night too. Guessing everything okay. Hoping so. It's public holiday in the UK. Not that I have a job anyway, but extra reason to take it easy today. I dig that. Have anything planned for it? I think it's good. Just lots of rain. That's good. We had the other night where I got like a little bit of alert before bed. It was like a tornado watch until like 7 a.m. And I was like, okay. Just told Scott, like, okay, if it wakes us up, we gotta be aware. Spring is here. Spring is here. Oh, it's mostly done now. That's true. Time zones and whatnot. Well, I hope everything going well, Sly. We're just working on Shork. Shork has been fun. It's a fun mini. Glad we got a chance to check out some Warmachine. Oh no, I forgot to add my coffee to the carts. Not only Mrs. Panda's got delivered. No. I'm sorry, Panda. That sucks. I hate those moments of like, you can tell you need caffeine, but then you can't get caffeine. I'm sorry. If you wake up and the house has been carried away by a tornado, move to shelter. Exactly. Sexy. You get me, buds. You get me. It's just that time of year. Gotta be extra careful. I'm watching Cycling, F1, One Piece, painting Lumina. Very nice. Ooh, and eating a lot of chocolate. I need to start reading ahead for One Piece now that I'm caught up. It's very weird. I caught up and I'm like, I did it. And I'm like, but you're still not done. But my brain's like, you did it. My brain seems to think I'm done when I'm not quite yet. Not quite yet. Where are you at with One Piece right now, Sly? Chocolate. Headed out here, but have a good one. We'll catch you later. Enjoy more crime scene cleaning when you get back to it. Are Easter eggs a thing in the US? Yeah, they are indeed. They do like Easter egg hunts and stuff. Usually the like city or a church will put them on. I want you to take a victory lap. Yeah, it's like you've had enough One Piece, Nikki. I'm like, no, I need to I need to be caught up. Like caught up. The end of Whole Cake. Okay, cool. Mrs. Panda gave me half her coffee. If that ain't love, I don't know what is. That's very sweet. Glad you have some coffee. Together, you will get through this Monday. We will get through this Monday, chat. Alright, I'm still just highlighting the, kind of the scaly, carapacey bits here. With the blue that we mixed up. I kind of forgot he saw so many, like, overlapping layers on this side. It's taking me a little longer than I thought. But that's okay. Worth it. Is anyone else watching anything good right now? I need to start Last of Us. One Piece as it comes out. Slam and I do get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! So whenever he's available, we'll watch that. And that I'm not watching a whole lot. I also need to start that Last of Us. I enjoyed Wheel of Time Season 3. It's over now, but Andor Season 2 starts on the 22nd. Almost time. I need to binge through the first season at some point. I know that it's supposed to be good. I know you like it. At some point, I need to binge through it. Yee. I've just been reading more, so if I'm not on the computer, I'm usually reading my book. So I've not been watching as much. I got my iPad set up to read digital books from the library, which is also nice. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to borrow next. I got one of those like screen protectors that feels like paper, and that helped because it like cuts down the glare. And then if I do it horizontally, then it has the like layout of a book, and that helps me too. So that's been nice to learn. Because just reading on a tablet, I tend to kind of skim it the way you would like skim a website article. If I do all the other stuff, it feels more like reading a book. I don't HBO, it's too expensive for the few shows I want to watch. Yeah, I think a lot of people do the subscription shuffle. Watch what you want and then cancel whatever you're not still watching. We're kind of spoiled in that it was included with our our TV package. So even if we wanted to get rid of HBO, we can't, I don't think. just part of it. And ours is sort of slow start, but good. Yeah, I don't mind a slower start. Especially if it's like character type stuff. I want Bleach to come back. I need Bleach back. Speaking of Netflix again, once the new Love, Death, and Robots gets on, I'm excited for that. Andor might be the best Star Wars TV show. That's what I've heard. People seem to like that one. I'm not a huge Star Wars person, but like if one of them's good, I'll watch it. That one seems to be one everyone agrees on. The last one I watched was the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, and that one was oof. That's rough. Slam and I ended up hate watching the rest of it. That's rough. The thing about Andor is the story works outside of the Star Wars universe. It just happens to be set in it. I think I would, yeah, I think I'd appreciate that a little bit more. All right. A few highlights made a big difference there. Let's go, chum. Now to do it all over again on this side. All over again. Given World War events had amazing timing. Okay, cool. Maybe that's what I need then. Let me pet myself up here for another round of edge highlighting. Small break. Then back to edge highlighting. We are Monday. Alright, let's get this. Let's finish the short. What else is coming up? Like other nerdy stuff. Just excited to pre-order my Switch. Excited for games coming out. That's kind of it. That's kind of it. I wish I had more to share, chat. I do not today. I do not. I am doing a Magic the Gathering event. I am gonna leave the house this week. There is a commander event I'm gonna go to with Scott. So I've got to figure out what decks I want to take for that. I was gonna do one of the I know, Sly, I know, I'm worried. I was gonna do one of the new precons that came out. I think I might take that and then a deck I'm a little more familiar with. Because you usually get to play a couple games. So I think I'll just take one I'm not as comfy with and then some I'm comfy with. That'll be fun. Scott's made some really nice friends up there. I've met some of them, but I just need to be up there more. It'll be fun. I'll probably just get dunked on all night, but that's okay. That's okay. What's the event you're doing? So they have a Tarkir commander party where essentially they have, and I think all the like rules are on the website. Um, but like they have something with the dragon storm. So I think it's if you cast a dragon spell or something else, you get little counters on the dragon storm. And then you can use those counters to do different things. So like you say which clan you're with, so either like Jeskai, Sultai, whatever, Mardu. And then depending on the one that you pick, which guild you're with, you get to do different things with those counters. So I think it's on the website if you wanted to look it up. It's like if the store is participating, they're all doing the same event. But yeah, I'll check that out. They did one for the other, I think they tend to do a couple of them per release. So like Aether Drift had one that had the like full throttle kind of speed mechanics, and so this one has the Dragon Storm. I think it's all on the website if you wanted to take a look. Slices my Soulblight Death Rattle army arrived this weekend. Let's go. Wait, a whole army? What did we get, Sly? What did we pick up? Okay, we need to clean up his little fingers there by the fish. I went a little crazy with the orange because the orange was fighting me, so I need to clean the blue back up. The Duskborn one was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's really cool that they kind of incorporate some of the theme into it. That's definitely my jam as far as gaming goes, so I'll go give it a try. Even if I'm not the most comfy with it. My thing is I just still don't have, like, energy in the evenings. By the time it's, like, time to go to the game store, I'm kind of winding down for the day. I'm like, I'm good. Gonna force myself out this week. It's the box with the White King on Steed, 5 Barrow Knights, and the 20 Barrow Guard, plus Battle Tome and War Scroll cards. Nice. They got some very cool models. I'm glad that they got some love with updates and things. I wanted to try more of the Tarkir precons this weekend, but we get distracted with other things. Chores and blueprints and everything else. So I'll just take some decks I'm comfy with. Ones I can hide behind. I need to pick what I need to do if we like play Thursdays or whatever. Is pick like 2 decks that I like and get really good with them. I keep hopping around and I need to stick with 1 or 2 and get good. I think I do okay while I'm like learning decks, but I need to pick a couple I like to get good at. Get quicker with, I guess, is the better thing to say. I was able to pick up Call of Spirit Dragons this weekend. Got neat Dragonologist. I saw you got your copy. Boomvine Regent. Need to update team it. I'm glad you're able to pull it too. It's a pretty card. But yeah, I just need to pick some to get better at. Get faster with. Drop the commander party page in the Discord again. Okay. In case anyone does want to look at the Tarkir one. So yeah, Magic. I just played an arena game against someone who is hard slamming land destruction. I forgot how feels bad that is. Yeah, it's not super fun to play against. I was gonna buy her solo. The guy that sells cards at my local game store wasn't there that day, so I got a few boosters in Boulder. It was destiny meant to be. I'm glad. Hey, Fulgrim, welcome in. We do have a Shark Man. This is Chum and Steve for Warmachine. So this is from the new starter box. Thank you, Steamforged, for sending over a starter box. We've decided to do Steve from the meme, and then this is Chum, who is the war beast of the new box. Welcome in. How are you? He's been a lot of fun to work on. We're doing a lot of edge highlighting at the moment, but he's been a lot of fun. It's hard to not have fun painting a shark man, you know? It's kind of like when we were doing the Seraphon. It's like painting giant dinosaurs is just always fun. Always fun. Sorry, I paused in the middle of that. It's like, what if we did the Tarkir commander thingy in Discord? On spell table, that could be fun. If you guys wanted to try it. I know I've not been super great about being in there in the evenings, but could be fun one week. Again, just energy. I get to the end of the day and it's like, I could do that, or I could Final Fantasy. And then I do. And then I do. Alright, this poor little guy's got so many cuts and stuff on his fin. I'll go ahead and start highlighting some of that. Then we'll come back for little crab friend. I may do some black lining in here too for the cuts and stuff. So I want that hard, like, edge highlight on the fin. Gotta think on it. Has anyone else been playing some tabletop? Either Magic, Warhammer, Warmachine? What's everyone been playing, chat? I know we talked board games a little bit earlier, but what do we got on the table this week? Scott also got a game of Conquest in. I need to learn Conquest. Now that my Fox Lady is together, I think I can. I think I have to proxy one unit for a different unit, but should be able to. I would hope Scott would let me do that. Maybe try some Conquest soon. I've got to beat up Scott's dinosaurs and Noob's dinosaurs. I have a lot of dinosaurs I have to fight. A lot of dinosaurs. Everything you own can be played as a band. No proxy. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to look into that. I just saw the examples, but maybe I do have everything. Dino's gonna get you, they are. Unless I get them first. Every week, got a new list to try this new army for Warmachine. So that's gonna be the hardcore have to have all painted models rules person. He's the WYSIWYGger. He's that guy. I live but don't paint anymore, just not in the mood. How's you? That's fair. I honestly, even though I have to for a living, I was also not in the mood for a while. Beginning of this year was rough, so I'm just now getting back to it. But doing well here. Just been, I'd say, even coming back. I'm definitely more a Vigi gaming here lately. What am I looking for? Examples didn't account for limited build from the 2-player. Oh, okay. It's just the general, like, the general faction one. Getting the angry chickens for Conquest definitely makes me want to try it. The scenario of the game would look super fun. The demo we got at Adepticon was fun. The models all look really cool. I'll report back too. Scott had fun with his game, but I can also report back. Alright, I'm doing a little, kind of heavy metaling it. We're gonna do a thicker highlight here and then a thinner highlight. Really, I just want to use more Calidor Sky. The chickens are created by the spires. You have to capture their eggs, but they randomly activate and attack people. Amazing. Yeah, I wanna read more of the spire lore. They seem really interesting. From like the little bits that Scott's told me, and like, they seem pretty interesting. And the vibe is very cool. I feel like if another conquest army ends up in this house, it'll be one of us getting spires. Oh, what if we joint army? That could be kind of fun. Would you be inspired to paint them? That could be fun. Or like do it together. It'd be cool. I don't think I have it in me to paint a whole other army for myself, but I would help and paint some of the cool stuff. Alright, let's get the rest of this. Just working around his little shell. Carapace, whatever you call it. like scales, but not. There's a YouTube video that popped up some days ago that talked about Warcry being a dead game. Yeah. That's basically all Adepticon. That's what we were talking about. Or Warcry. Which is a shame. They had some really cool minis and stuff with it, but they've got too many game systems, I think, is part of the problem. I understand not everyone wants to play like the big army games, but then some of your other games don't get support. Hey Blonde Cat, welcome in. At least you have Spearhead now. I guess for those playing Age of Sigmar, how popular is Spearhead? We played one with Noob and it was fun, but the armies were definitely not balanced. They were definitely not balanced. But the system was kind of fun. Looked interesting, had some cool minis. Yeah, Warcry definitely had some cool stuff. I think it being like a whole other system was probably tough for it, and then the fact that they started taking them out of the like Sigmar armies definitely didn't help. Because if you're not playing Warcry, then you have no incentive to get the mini. Because you can't put it with your stuff. Okay, another small stretch. I've heard really good things, minus how some of the individual armies are balanced. Yeah, some of them are way easier than some of the others. Some of them are way stronger. Even in I think we had 3 armies we were just messing with. Jesse, welcome in. How are you today? Here's where we're at with Chum. We're getting closer. I'm finishing up some of the scales and stuff. We've got his little face to finish. We need to touch his little feetsies. And some of the metallics we haven't started just yet, but he's not too far off. He'll be done today. Or ready for basin today. Thank you, Jesse. He's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying him. Let me go ahead and get the metallics before I forget. But we also have little crab friend. We have starfish friend. We should be able to get them all at least ready for basin today. Which is nice. Nice. Okay. We're gonna do this brass and we'll just weather it down later. What is crab friend's name? Oh, Citizen Snips. It is now. Would you also like to name the starfish? Feel free. I can't guarantee I'll remember it, but just Patrick. This is Patrick. Okay. Chad and I are on the same on the same page. We've got Citizen Snips, Patrick, and Steve. And Chum, of course. Get the little diving helmet he's got attached to him. He's collecting treasures, it looks like. It's got like a wheel and an anchor, a diving helmet. All these fun little details. Gotta get finished up today. Jezzy, how's your day looking? Hopefully not too many meetings here. Well, how was Easter and stuff? Sorry. Just realized I didn't get to ask about that. I guess the inside of this would also be the coppery. Let's do a heavier shade in here later. Okay. There's that. Get these back here. Hey, Cornix, welcome in. How are you today? Rainbow mounts are honestly so cool. Until I windmill slam my whole wallet down a Gen Con for the 11/17th. I can hear it. I can hear it hitting the table. That is the hard part when you've got multiple cool factions. You're like, ugh. Or like one comes out right after you buy one. That's the tricky bit. Some of these games. I was booked from 8:30 until now. And since I celebrated yesterday in other ways, the other holiday, yeah. Amazing how those lined up this year. I think Chum would feel like it would be amazing in a Street Shark paint job. That's a lot of people have said the same. If you want to give him a Street Shark paint job, check out Steam Forge. Uh-oh, Comcast. Did we lose you there for a little bit? They're releasing Crick stuff too, so yeah, my whole wallet. Rip money. Easter was fine. Loud discussion about politics. Other than that, it was fine. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad the rest of it was better. Let's see. I'm down to just my office left to hang pictures. Nice. The end is in sight. Is that Freight? Welcome in. How are you today? We're working on a big shark, man. How are you? Trying to get the last little bits and bobs around his waist here. I'm about to be able to time with the girlfriend. I have to go back to work today. To be honest, driving kids on a bus is pretty easy. Well, there you go. Have a good one. Thanks very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy Wheel of Time. Somehow hung 30 pieces and somehow still have nothing hung in the basement. So much art. I love it. Love it. Glad you were able to do that. I need to, obviously not the same scale of what you're doing, but I've got that Lego we put together that I want to hang up. We did the Great Wave, and it's just been sitting on my workout bench in between workouts. I need to just take the time and put it up. The Kickstarter for the new Alien RPG ended late last week too. Nice. All of the money. They really are coming after that wallet. Saved. Welcome back. This means I gotta buy more Gen Gun. Well timed, Jesse. Well timed. That's right, you gotta fill that basement. More art. Okay, we're gonna wash. I think both. I think we'll do Mr. Starfish and Mr. Krabs. We'll wash both with purple. Works really nice on pink and red. Nice kind of keep the brighter colors for our nautical theme here. Chicago's a good place to live. We can hang, play board games. It's a long way to drive though, not in the opposite direction of where we want to be. Chicago is pretty nice. If we ever have to bail out of Texas, it's still on the list. I like the area. Okie doke. I think it's time to let's pull up my reference. And see, we got barnacles. We need to finish his feet. He's got these little, like, spikies kind of throughout, and I'm curious how they did those. Yeah. So let's take a look. Chum. Okay. They look metallic. Poor little dude. Oh, they actually did the scars and yeah, I haven't done the scars. The ones on the carapace being pink is interesting, but I guess that makes sense. Poor little guy's all cut up. Move to Chicago. I'll be there in about 3 years. One of the western suburbs. We would, yeah, do one of the burbs. Chicagoland area is a good place. I always liked it when I'd go visit family. It sounds really cheesy, but every time we'd go, like, to Adepticon, that felt like going home rather than, like, coming back to Texas. Illinois feels like home. Just because of how much I was up there with family. It sounds cheesy, but that's how it feels when we would go back. Oh, I'm sorry. Pausing on his feet, too. I almost want to shade with the Calidor. Let's start with Brust Gray. See if I get free shark feet, that's right. I feel the same way when I go up north. Very nerdy news. I reset my home circuit this weekend, and I'm glad it's done. That sounds like it would be a lot of work. Glad that it is done. I'm in the city once or twice a month right now. Yeah, it's just a nice area. Just always sounds cheesy when I say it out loud, but yeah, I think people get it. Yeah, we're gonna shade with the Calidor. That's not what I want. It's too boring. I want more blue. That's too boring. More blue. Okay. Thin those down, and we're gonna use it basically like a wash. Somewhere between a wash and a glaze. Last night was the last of episode. Oh, the shocker episode. Funny scene reaction. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think timing wise. Last of okay. It feels early, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flip through some of that later. I have it all good. I'll have to check out the old social. I'll hop on socials for that. That's fine. I have also server deployment automated. It's only a couple hours for each of the 2 servers. Still sounds like a lot of work. I'm in the South Burbs. Find myself in the city once a week on average. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I think this would also be armor. Yeah, it looks like it's a plate. Okay, more Calidor. Alright, we can stick with the... Oh, which one do we do? The Cantor. I like his goldfish friend, thank you. Let us Steve. Based on the French meme. That slam got stuck in my head. I don't think there's a single place in the US I want to live. Too far south, it's hot and humid. Too far north to get blizzard. Left, it's earthquakes. The right, it's hurricanes. Yep, pretty much. You pick the one you want to deal with. On top of everything else. On top of everything else. I was thinking about that, like, if we ever decided to move to the UK, it's like the worst weather I think I've heard is like some high winds. Like they get thunderstorms, but you're not getting crazy tornadoes or anything. You have some stuff coming from like up from the ocean for like high winds and stuff, but I think it's relatively tame from what I understand. Southeast section of the city, northwest most of my life. Right now I'm down in southern Illinois though. That's actually like when my nostalgia kind of kicks in, is when we get to all the farmland and stuff in the south. That was like when I was a kid, that was always the clue, like, oh, we're getting close to grandma. Getting close. Oh, I just went right over his skin. Hold on. Let me fix it. I thought that was part of the part of the scale. It's not. Got stuff locked in for Gen Con next year. Dragon for my STL friends up too. Let's go. Make it a trip. Okay, this one does wrap around. Yeah. A little bit up in here that I missed. I actually didn't get the back of the anchor, and that's bothering me, so let's do that real quick. I was talking about it rain so much. Denmark and Sweden gets more rain on average. I think it's just in general, it's just kind of that overcast a lot. Which I like. Those are my favorite days. So it doesn't bother me. But some people it does. My favorite days here are like in the fall when you have like a full week of just kind of the overcast rainy. We just don't get as much of it in like long spurts as they do. I think I'd fit right in over there. Okay, any more of these little like metallic bits. And then we'll figure out those barnacles here in a second. JPEG, hello! How are you today? Here is my shark man. Please look at Shark Man. How are you today? Oh my goodness, things are happening. JPEG up, almost nice. Almost a whole month. 68 months. I appreciate it, JPEG. How are you? Almost a whole month. What you up to? Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. With that reminder that if you guys want to watch Scott and I play some paper magic, that is our sub goal. That is down below my face. Once we reach that, we will do a game on Spell Table. You guys can watch Scott and I throw down. Thank you everyone for the support. I appreciate it. Trying to find more fun things to do for our sub goals. That seemed like a good one. I'm good, thank you for asking. How are you? Pretty good here, JPIC. Trying to get kind of settled in for the week. We've got Chum today, and then tomorrow we're going monster hunting. We're gonna paint Teostra. So I'm excited for that too. But that's what I got here. We get all kinds of cute pets this week, that's right. All the cute pets. I got a big shark. I got a big kitty. Ready to roll. Ready to roll. Anything fun planned today? Will I shade shark feet? Starting Terraria run with a friend this weekend. Very nice. Did they have like an update or anything, or just want to hop back in? Terraria is one of those games that never clicked for me. I know a lot of people love it, but I completely missed Priceless Metallic. Didn't click for me, but I've watched people play bits of it. I think that's another game I wish would click with me. Kind of like Stardew, where it's like, I wish I could get into that. But hey, C Decker. You're the first I'm hearing anything. How are you, C Decker? I've been streaming. I don't know what you're talking about. So maybe I get stuff here. Oh, in my office? Oh, do you mean the remaster, Seedecker? The Oblivion remaster? Nothing new, I believe. We're playing a new mod pack. Oh, which makes it more fun. Very nice. Good, I'm glad. Get to check out new stuff. Probably cleaning my house for board games this weekend. Let's go. Maybe it's yeah. I know they're doing Oblivion remaster. That may be what you saw. How are you? What you up to today? Yeah, new Elder Scrolls is a while off, and honestly, I don't know. Chat, who's gonna be interested in new Elder Scrolls game? Before Starfield, I was cautiously excited, and now I don't even know I'm that. I don't think I'm interested at all. Which is wild. Wild that a company can do that. Especially with how much I loved Skyrim. It's kind of wild they can just kill it like that. Any hype that they would have had. Who would pick up a new Elder Scroll? I mean, if it's on Game Pass, maybe I'd try it, but man, even then. It's been like 15 years. I mean, they announced the new one like 6 or 7 years ago at this point, so. It's been a long ass time. A long ass time. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the scars in the pink. I've kind of painted them as healed. They've got them as just wounds. I'm gonna leave them for now. I haven't decided, but I will do a little bit more of those Calidors though. Shade though. I really loved Elder Scrolls since Oblivion. Morrowind just kind of hacked and played dress up it. I liked Skyrim. I lost too many hours of my life to Skyrim. I didn't care for the new Fallout, and I definitely didn't like Starfield, so I think I might be out. I don't see the point in remaking it. What they should do is take the concept, put it into a space base. Oh. It's hard when you want to be excited for something, but alas. Alas. Sly, have you been playing anything? Sigh, heavy sigh. That's all you can say sometimes, Sea Decker. Sometimes all you can say. Skyrim was fun though. I played far too much Skyrim. Far too much Skyrim. Wasn't that nothing really new? Went back to Ass Creed. Mirage to finish that up. Nice. Ass Creed will always make me giggle. Oh, some Schedule 1? I've seen some streams of it. Okay, so I just get annoyed at how long it takes to make those games. Yeah. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? I'm okay with them taking that long if they're good. If they're not Starfield. I'm totally fine. Take all the time you need to make them good. But man, Starfield. I hate that game. I hate that game with just like a passion. I will forever clown on that game. Sorry. I feel bad. I know people put a lot of work and time into it, but man, that was such a. Oh, it was rough. Played an absolute PowerPoint on my stream. I feel bad, but man. Very disappointing. The Elder Scrolls 6 trailer was almost 7 years ago. Yeah. The trailer. The teaser. Yeah. I'm okay with them taking that long when you actually like update your engine and things like that. If it's gonna come out and also be a slideshow, then just kind of done. Then I'm done. Which War Machine faction was Shark Boy in? He was in was it the Cruel Bloods? Yeah, I think that was the name. I unfortunately, I was cleaning up my room and I threw out the starter box, so I don't have the full title. I think it was Creole Brain Bloods. They had a couple names associated with them. South Coast Brain Bloods or something like that. JPEG says, why am I tempted by an Age of Sigmar all vampire army? Because they got really cool minis, JPEG. I was a little sad that Scott wasn't feeling his vampires. I think they're neat, but not enough to claim them for myself. They got some cool minis, JPEG. That's why. Would you do it? Would you get some vampires? I guess I know. How much Age of Sigmar are you doing here lately, JPEG? Got most of the Soulblight stuff now. Just need a couple bigger ones to get. Where's the Age of Sigmar 4? Local scenes. Who, if you're not a comp player? I really hate how much of it is community for us. There's just people I don't want to interact with. I just don't want to see you. I don't want to play you. Like, I can change games all I want, but then they're also playing the game. It's like, go away. I guess that's the downside of being in the same community for however many years. Getting back into it. Built some Stormcast from the new Skaven versus Stormcast starter set. Yeah, my new Skaven. I don't even think I got a game with them. I did some Spearhead, I think, with them. That's about it. And the same with my friends. They're really competitive and tournament focused. Just sitting here like, how do we fix this? I think that's kind of why I got to the conclusion of I just don't think this game's for me. Like, it's not something that can be fixed. I seem to be the minority all of a sudden. And if I can't get like a casual fun game, then I'm just out. I'll do something else. I'll video game instead. Feel like I'm the problem. There's like my Discord's effectively dead too. Almost no one chatting anymore. Yeah, because they're such a clique that they would probably just be chatting themselves. It's too bad. But these games chase the casual players away. Yeah, that's I think what a lot of mine boils down to. Just not for me, I don't think. Sad as that makes me. Welcome back, Story Rat. Aside from this new edition, but I haven't played a single game. I was the same, JPEG, yeah. We played a little bit of Spearhead, and that's when the Warhammer fatigue kicked in, unfortunately. And some of what we're talking about now with the community. Just not interested in playing these people anymore. It's been 3 days. It is a holiday weekend, but yeah, I would expect at least something. Guy who's played Warhammer since he was a kid, complaining now needs 13 rulebooks to play the game with his army. Kind of insane. Yeah. But I think the fact that that's been a problem and they've like said that it's a problem and then they continued to make it a problem. It's definitely part of it as well. Part of the fatigue. I think it follows for many games not exclusive EGW. But yeah, the beer and pretzels game are just not as prevalent. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with just being for fun. It's almost like it's a game or something. I don't know. Kind of wild if you ask me. Is that box all hard plastic? They are, yep. Was there any of the 3D printed resin stuff? Nope, it was all plastic. All of the, is it the hips? Plastic. It was all really easy to work with. We did do, I will throw it, if anyone wanted to take a look at the box, I did do an unboxing and then we built this guy and the, is Atlas, the larger Chimera model. So if you guys wanted to check that out. If you guys want to help me out, that was a sponsored stream, so any watches on there help me out. So thank you everyone who's watched it. Heard horror stories from some metas. Say the ones I was in naturally. Naturally, everyone was nice. When I've heard things have gotten much better for folks. Yeah, when we tried it was awful. Alright, I'm trying to decide how I want to do the barnacles. That's where I'm a little stuck at the moment. I think we're gonna rack our. We're gonna do. I'm getting close though. We need to go back and do starfish. We need to throw a wash on the brass that we did. Oh, is Throne not working? Sorry, I may have timed something out putting in the link. Where's Throne? I don't have my thing. Oh, okay, it did pop up. Got the keyword. It worked. Okay, cool. Sorry. Did they drop the satirical be a tryhard role that people took seriously? Page Editor was. I think so, yeah. It went away early Mark 2. Okay. So I couldn't imagine Steamforge would leave that in at the very least. Can't imagine they'd let that fly. They far distance up from the 5-page idiots. Well, good. But that speaks to how long it's been since, like, we were playing. That was definitely something people were taking to heart when we were playing. Oh, thank you so much.
Panda contributed $25 towards Domaru Jinsei. Your tilde sent via throne.com.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt her. Panda, thank you so much for money towards my paper warriors. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. They are so cool, and I'm excited to pick them up. Thank you, thank you. Work some more on some conquests, says Panda. Says you're not done. You said you're done, you're not done. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. What is page 5 discussion? I was trying to remember the exact wording. But there was like just a really shitty little sentence or two in the old Warmachine rulebook that the tryhards took to heart. Someone have that. Yeah, playing like a man, it was stupid. Play like you got a pair, yeah, something like that. Along those lines. It was really dumb. Warmachine's not for wussies on the top of the page. Yeah. Yeah, Panda. That's why. A lot of people have had bad experience. Now we have Steamforge, who we trust way more with this game. Now I don't want to play. Well, now that Steamforge has had it. So that was Steamforge wasn't involved at that point. It was just Privateer Press. So that's part of what's really nice is Steamforge is taking over and kind of correcting a lot of that. Yeah. So that was way back in yeah, it was a long time ago. People were made people who are from this century, yeah. As Privateer Press, yeah, absolutely. That's why Panda, that's why Warmachine coming back is such like a big thing. Because now Steamforge is in charge of it. Not messing around with any of that nonsense. I don't envy Steamforge games. Uphill battle, bringing the game back. Yeah. There's a lot of people who have a bad taste in their mouth from Warmachine because of things like that. So it's a big undertaking, and it seems like they're putting a lot of work into bringing it back, which is great. If you want a 7-year-old cry thread about it leaving, there's all the losers they were leaving behind. But yeah, that's why a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth from Warmachine. But now Steamforge has it, and obviously it's not going to do all that. Leaving that nonsense in the past. You can find said idiots who love that mindset. All in that thread. A lot of people are coming back and really enjoying it. Seem to be the competitive 40k scene now. At least the ones I knew are there now. That tracks. That tracks. That's okay. Now we'll take over and we'll have fun with it. Haha. Fun in my tabletop games. Imagine. Imagine, chat. It is kind of wild watching everyone, I guess, seeing where everyone shakes out between Warhammer, Conquest keeps growing, Warmachine growing again, Trench Crusade hopping in there. Gonna be interesting to see. Just feel like there's more and more games and more people are getting pulled to them. They really need to not introduce units to the game. They need to stay Warcasters and Jack's Beasts. I didn't play enough to be able to speak to that, but I like having some little dudes makes sense. Used to rack on them when we played Loopy Louie after the tournaments for Subway sandwich cards like Pop. I think I misses X-Wing. Also turned into a power creep game. Newer ships having so many OP abilities. That's what I've heard. We played a tiny bit just to see how it worked, but we're not huge Star Wars people, so didn't get super into it. But that's what I heard. Like Ace and Conquest was crazy. Went from losing 1-4 on T4 to winning 9-6 on T10. Yep. Oh gosh. Keep getting fuzz on my brush. The dangers of having Sadie in here. Where did it go? It's stuck on my finger. I still have fun in Age of Sigmar. I'm glad, Sly. And I know that you have, like, you get friend time to play, which is great. And I'm glad you've got someone you can play with. A lot of ours is, yeah, if we wanted to go to the game store and play anyone else, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I'm glad, though. I'm always a little jealous when people have like a good community. When we first got into Warhammer, we had like a store where like people met regularly, a little bit more narrative. It was just kind of like, I'm gonna make whatever list is cool this week. And that was the most fun we had. And losing that kind of sucked. Yeah. Can't imagine my private depressed and fantasy flight struggle to stay afloat. Can't imagine. X-Wing before the edition change was a really good time. She's creeping on here and he's swooping for a bork. Take more pics of the Warmachine games, post them in the Discord. Yeah, if anyone wants to share. Warhammer, Warmachine. Whatever you're playing, we have our Discord. Once I get the energies to go out for some games, I will post as well. I know I'm gonna fight Noob at some point, so when we do, I will throw it. I just like saying I'm gonna fight Noob with no context. It's my favorite. Noob and I will battle. You'll get to see my buddy who's actually a good painter, and me that has that this looks good from arm's length. That's we tabletop it up. Next we topple GW. How and what will we bring it up as? No rebirth, only topple. I don't know. I'd give it to Sly. I think Sly could trust Sly with it. Sly, you want to leave Games Workshop? I'm gonna leave it in the hands of Sly and JPEG. This I trust. No, okay. Both him and his partner are incredible painters. I don't see the jealousy at all. Just means you get to find some time to paint together. That's all. That's all. No jealous, only paint more. Sly's already ready. I trust Sly and JPEG with it. Couldn't I pull down the Stormcast, declare independence? It's like you declare bankruptcy. I declare independence. Oh, it's when people come to see what we're playing. Look at his army, go, these are cool. Look at mine. Then look back to his and talk more about them all. Like the big last kid in dodgeball. No. Oh. I want to see your army. All right, let's get our wash on all of the brass we did earlier. But they're painted, more than people say. A painted mini is an awesome mini. I'm taking the company private. There's not much to be done realistically. Yeah. Well, when we take over Sly. But yeah. I don't know, I just hope you get some more just Sigmar news here soon. It's Decepticon was kind of disappointing. I get just news in general soon. Our machine uses 3D terrain now. 40k uses TD. We have swap spots. Hey, try printing the Crix models. Yeah, now that the printer's up and running. Do it. I need to get the rest of my Trench Crusade printed. Need to make a list. The poor printer's like, yay, I'm fixed. And we're like, cool, here's 50 things we need. It's like, no. Just breaks itself. Poor printer's like, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, thank you, Panda. I tried to pick something obnoxious for spring, and I think I got it. But thank you. It is the time of year for bright, bright colors. Not obnoxious, I'm glad. It's okay if it is. That was my goal, so but thank you. It's fun. And yeah, it's the time of year for all the fun colors to come out. All right. Chum is really coming along. I'm happy with him. What time is it? Okay, we'll do a little bit more and then I'm gonna step away for just a second to get lunch and then we'll come back and keep painting Chum. I'm gonna figure out where a good place to step away for a second would be. Let's do his little feetsies and then I'll go do that. I didn't absolutely have sensory overload for I always paint my nails. I can't stand the feeling of the things on my nails. That's fair. I think I'm just so used to it that I don't even notice. I tried it. My nails felt thick. I did not like them. I feel like if I didn't do it growing up, I would have a hard time like doing it now. If that makes sense. I don't even think about it. But if I had to start, I probably wouldn't like it. Yeah. But I tell you what, I looked hot with some matte black nails. I was gonna say, I do love when guys wear nail polish. It looks real good. Hey, Boss Leader, welcome in. I haven't seen any Warm Heart stuff in ages. Makes me a bit nostalgic. Welcome in. How are ya? This is from the new starter box that they just put out. Shadows and Scum, and this is Chum the Shark. I love him. So we've got a fishy friend. We've got a crab friend we need to come back to. We've got a starfish. We were doing some rust earlier, but yeah, that's what we got today. How are you? What did you used to work on? It can be fun to get some neat nails done. I see some fun things online. F gender norms, do it, Panda. I say do it. Let me catch up here. The girl's dating paint my nails back in college. She actually said I had pretty nails. I like when guys get their nails done. Part of it may be the F gender norms. Well, if you want to try it, I say try it. Do it. Let's just paint on your nails. We still out here playing. We played Rhett and Scorn. Okay, so I don't have a lot of stuff to play in Mark 4. Forever ago, I had Circle, but we didn't stick with it. And now we're going to come back and try it with the new starter set. Circle had some cool minis. I really liked them. I think the only thing I didn't like way back in the day was the like mixed material kits where you'd have like part of it was resin, part of it was metal. It's very bizarre. Otherwise, the minis are pretty cool, especially the big ones. Guess we can go ahead and base coat this his little tactical rock too while we're here. I just want to make it like aquarium basing if I'm do I have a good gray up here? Do I need a gray? Guess I need to grab one. Do that later then. Let me scroll back up there. Both those armies can still be played in Mark 4. They're in the Legacy section of the Warmachine app, but you can still play them. Look for them in the Prime list of the app. I play Grimkin. I don't want to deal with my family if I paint my nails. Ask them what the 5 fingers said to the face, then work it. Oh, I let my nieces paint my nails last year. They did a good job. Love that. Okay, we're gonna highlight toes and then maybe take a little break. Step away for a snack at least, and then we'll keep working. Have the bubbling fire chest? My bubbles. My bubbles. I might have to. I don't spend too much money on it, but might have to do a little bit. A treat? Or we could do that. If Wasted Mind is up for a treat. I was gonna grab a... I prepped a whole bunch of chicken, so I was gonna do a little chicken Caesar wrap for lunch here. Because we will be doing long stream today. So I want to make sure I eat. If I don't eat, Scott gets mad. Pick away, we can pick one here. Let me highlight some toesies and I'll take a look. I'm gonna play a faction. I was gonna say anytime you're looking at Legends stuff, it can get a little tricky. Coming from Warhammer here just means you're not gonna get any of the new exciting stuff usually. I can imagine that's probably similar, but if you wanted to play, you at least have something. Before the Comcast come get, that's true. Let me get the book. Consult the book. Alright. Wasted Mind, let me backtrack for chat. Wasted Mind, I've been doing these little Japanese themed snack boxes. And Sadie is also trying to pick for me. Kind of rude to order for me, Sadie. Okay, ooh, dorayaki though. Right off the bat, those look pretty good. I love me some bean paste. The little cookie looks good. They all look good is the problem. I don't remember what's back here. Oh, you want some senbei? Bulgarians, welcome in. How are you today? I am picking a snack, but then yes, we are going to be working on Chum some more. How are you? He's coming along. I think we'll get him ready for basing today. How are you? We did these yesterday and they were pretty good. Senbei today, senbei tomorrow. We need to save the jelly because the jelly's always good. We always do it too fast. Let's do the dorayaki. These look good. Plus, I just love bean paste. What does the packaging look like? Pretty basic. Vulgaris, is there anything you're working on? It's hard, it's just not a thing. Yeah, it's all into Warmachine now. It's all under the same thing. Yeah, absorbed. That's a good way to put it. It's all in Warmachine. Alright, so the snack we're gonna have today. Indulge in the timeless flavors of the dorayaki. Sakura leaves have been skillfully infused into a luscious white bean paste filling embraced by moist wheat dough. Fleeting delight only available during Japan's Sakura season. I'll have to be careful with the wheat, but I want to try it. I might work, but I have Loki on my painting table currently. Ooh, like Marvel Loki or Loki Loki. Don't know how to ask that. Sorry. I'm gonna mute while my dog's going nuts. Yet another Loki has entered the chat. Okay, sorry. It was a while ago, so I don't remember the characters. The throwback. All right, Wasted Mind, we ready? I like the little soccer on it. Cheers. I like these a lot. These will be the kind of stuff I miss. Anything with the bean paste, I will miss. Mm. Nom, 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 nom. I only play Warmachine. Retribution made me switch to Circle after the January update. Gotcha. Real life madness. No, Steve is so this is Chum, which is Shark Man. I just got wash in my finger. And then Steve is our fish. There is our fish. You don't have to miss things? Well, I can't afford to keep getting the boxes. So I will have to miss things. What are you up to today? While we paint Chum and Steve. It's off pancake goodness. Yeah, I'll miss those. I'm glad we have 2 of those. I will destroy later. I will destroy later. Yeah. So I actually didn't mean to get these boxes. I thought I had signed up for just 3 months. Apparently I had signed up for 3 months recurring. So I have a couple more boxes and then I'm done. And then that'll be it for a bit. I'll just order every now and then if there's one I like the look of. Well, that'll be it. The Circle's still a real faction. Yeah, sounds like with the January update might be worth might be worth looking at, Jesse. They played Legion, Crix, Signar, pre Mark IV. Now I played Grimkin and the new Crix. Working, talking through problems. I hope everything gets worked out then. Okay, come here. All right. So for everyone who came in right before snack time, here's where we're at. We're kind of to the point where we need to work on crab. We've got a starfish. The little barnacles need a wash and a highlight. We have a bit more edge highlighting to do that I just kind of ran out of steam on, so we should go back to that. But like he's getting close. He's getting close to just kind of doing basing and calling it good. So let me finish his little feet we were working on. We'll go back to the edge highlighting. I just needed some food before we do that. It's discouraging to play factions that are actively being worked on. I think it's tough too with Steamforge taking over like just so much that I'm sure they are working through. Just takes time when you've got that many minis and that many factions. So it's a lot. New Crix, as the locals have dubbed it, looks so cool. I don't mind playing a legacy army. It's still fun. I think it's nice that you still can, and then if you decide you want something that's maybe getting more active work. I think for the Warmachine friends coming in, a lot of us are coming from Warhammer, where legacy just means you really don't get anything anymore. You don't get all the cool new rules and stuff. So I don't know how that works exactly with Warmachine, but fortunately a lot of us have a bad taste in our mouth for the word legacy because of that. Legacy and Warmachine is just all the pre-molds being stolen. Yeah, it's just for anyone coming in like, why don't they want to do that? Some of it is just we have had bad experience with another company, unfortunately. It's hard to not think that. So get roll-up base, just no new models, yeah. Which I guess could be part of it as well. So if you want the new stuff. But that's part of it. So if you do want new goodies, then going with something that's not legacy would make more sense. We never add enough white for this mix. Hold on. Mixing a color real quick. That's better. I say that, I could probably use a little bit more white. So sad that Lothern Blue is all gunked up. Because that's what I need right now, but we'll just mix it. All stuff is usable in Prime. They can shake things up, add move casters from your pool. They've not done that yet. Time learn a new game. When it appears my current faction isn't getting new models, means the designer have no strong reason to keep it around. Well, it sounds like in general they're wanting to keep them around. That's how I'm reading all of that, but If Legacy is still getting rule updates and things. But new armies don't get added on either. It's command starter, auxiliary, expansion character box, class or a large base, 2 counter boxes. Then they move on. Be surprised, Legacy armies still have a lot of fight. All armies get an update every year. Okay, the Legacy army actually wanted Adepticon. Yeah, I think that's really cool, but maybe hard for some of our Warhammer friends to shake that association. I don't trust companies. I think, unfortunately, Warhammer has done a lot of harm in that regard. I say Warhammer. GW has done a lot of harm in that regard. Hey, Griff. Do I play any Warhammer games? I used to. I used to play a lot of 40k, some Age of Sigmar. I've still got stuff for Titanicus. I used to. Not so much now. How are you today? They've kind of moved less beer and pretzel, which means I'm not as interested. They're more tournament focused now, which is not my jam. But I used to. Oh, video games. Yeah, I played the new Space Marine here on stream. I have played Dawn of War. I tried Rogue Trader. I didn't get super into Rogue Trader. Yeah, I play them as they come out. Is there any you're playing right now? You don't know Legacy Army, you're not losing out to play, yeah. If you trade your time with it, it's still a waste of time. I understand the limited time, though. You've got the number of games you can learn versus and invest in. I mean, yeah, if you've already got it, you might as well can try it. Don't have to spend money at least to get into it. You think there's more than one way to play toy soldiers? I mean, there used to be. There used to be. I'd like to bring it back, please. Heresy, I know. I know. That's Space Marine 2, but I started playing. Ooh, Mass Effect. Enjoy. Is that first playthrough of Mass Effect? Mass Effect's a good one. It's a good one. Hope you enjoy. Space Marine 2, I haven't loaded up since it launched. Um, we went pretty hard at launch, and then I got tired of just the same map over and over, so I haven't played it in a bit. 'Tis a good game. I'm just not built for that grind anymore. It's not for me. No humor allowed. Definitely not having time for multiple games, though. It's hard when everything's got, like, more complicated rules. If you're playing bigger games, they just take longer. Can be tough. Can be tough. The blue is amazing. So this blue, if you like this, is some of my favorite blues I get to use. I love this color. This is, the main color is Calidor Sky, and the shade, so a little bit darker color, is Cantor Blue, which I now can't find. There it is. For the highlight, I've had to mix because one of my colors was dying on me, but it is Teclis Blue with some white. But that's that blue if you like that. I think it's working pretty well for Chum here. I know that they're bringing back the P3 paints. I don't know which colors would be closest to that off the top of my head, but catch up here. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm about to mark my Warhammers off like 60, 70% just to clear them out, get more room for other stuff. I think we do eBay. I know you've been trying to do local, but I say throw them in the Discord, like our Discord. But... Got a Canis Rex, the knight. I need to list some more Tyranid. Wait. I gotta list more Tyranid. I'm glad they have a good home, but it was still sad. My buddy just did up 5k points of Iron Warriors. It's tough and money's tight for everyone at the moment too. Post a picture of the Brain Blood Colossal O in the Discord if you guys want to check that out. Maybe just in a knight of some kind of ally in. I feel like the knights have been doing well. It's the other Warhams that are left. But I may be forgetting something. Alright. We do have a couple silver bits that I just didn't see while we were going through, so let me get that. Gonna finish my snack. Alright. Poor little dude's all cut up. What does everyone have planned for the rest of today? What we got going on, chat? The Abyssal. I feel like I have seen the one that you... If it's the one I'm thinking of. It was very cool. I just need to double check because it's been a bit. Let's clean up the back scales here a bit. Too intimidating for me to paint though. That is the tough part with some of those big projects. I still say dive in. I think you'll surprise yourself. Some of those big pieces are a good place to learn. If there's a technique you're wanting to practice with, or something to try out. Having some more room can be really good. Oh, thanks for the Tony. We need to airbrush it for sure. Be a good project for it. One of those level up projects, I call them. You just get to practice a new skill and level up your painting. Ooh, I used oils on my trident. That was fast, but not as much detail compared to the sculpts. I do want to work with oils more. I think I'd enjoy it. I just need to take the time, like, away from other stuff and really mess with it. One day. One day when I'm feeling it. I guess would you keep using the oils? Is this something you enjoyed working with? Okay, let's work on Little Crab Friend for a little bit. We're just gonna highlight up some other nicer reds. Did we do Mephisto? I guess we did. Okay. James Waffle motivation. Yeah, I know he does a lot of oils. Little crab time. I'm gonna leave some of the Vistin and the purple in the recesses and just highlight up our little guy. Give him little black beady eyes, little crab eyes. I think we'll do a little bit of orange as a final highlight too. Just a little bit. And then yeah, I probably need to step away and just heat up lunch, and then I'll be back and we'll keep painting. I'm just gonna make sure I get lunch while we're together so I can work out after. I'm tempted. This week I kind of want to try a Pilates class. Like, just find one on YouTube to try. I've been trying to find a yoga instructor I liked, and I didn't really find one. And I think Pilates is closer to what I want to do anyway. So I think I'm gonna try that this week. I don't know if I'm brave enough today, but I go on try that. Get back into the gym too. Massage chair at the end of the workout is definitely a good motivation. I just kind of crash on my floor for a little bit after. That's my mandatory floor time. They have the hydro massage lounges. That does sound very fancy and very nice. You go for some post-stream floor time? Join me. Join me on the floor. Everyone get out on the floor. It's just not the dance floor anymore. It is, in fact, just this floor. There we go. There's a little crab. Now he's standing out. We dancing if you'd like to dance. You may dance. We're just having floor time. Whatever that means to you. Floor time it up. Alright, little crab is now standing out. We love it. We've got Steve is definitely standing out. Steve is looking horrific, which is exactly what we want. We're getting down to the edge highlights, finishing the barnacles. We're getting close, chat. Getting close. I think let's touch up Mr. Starfish and then I'll get my lunch. Trying to decide how bright pink we want to go. I think that's probably what we need. Some Old Bay on the crab. No, crab friend. Not crab friend. That's what we could put on the base. We can have the treasure chest with the bubbles. Some Old Bay. It's a nice collection of things. A tiny chef's hat would be adorable. Would be adorable. Also, you need to remember millennials are one of the most health conscious generations. Being unhealthy leads to unaffordable medical care. I mean, that's definitely part of it. I think growing up in friggin' diet culture where we were taught all the wrong things, now we're all learning more correct things. Definitely part of it for me. But yeah, that's I'm sure that's a concern for some people. Wait, Chum does have snacking as a rule? He would definitely have some seasoning? I need to look into his rules. Like, a couple people have mentioned different, like, keywords and things, and I'm just not in the know. I need to at least look up the rules. I was gonna get in closer to when we actually get to play, so I haven't looked at it yet. But the app is free. Check it out. Do your list building and things. I just haven't done it myself yet. It is, as are the rules, imagine. Imagine. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Looking for more barnacles. I can't remember where they all were. Okay. We're getting darn close, chat. Darn close. I'm gonna do a wash on the silver. I still missed this. How do I? I still managed to miss one. Okay, we're gonna paint the silver and then we will wash the silver. But you just get you the lore, some more list slots, and free models now, which is pretty wild. Alright. Mr. Chum, do you have any more silver I need to pay? I'm enjoying working on you, but I would like to have all the silver done, please. It's like Eldar gems. I just keep finding silver. I think we're good. We do need to highlight. I didn't highlight the silver back here. Maybe that's what he was trying to tell me. Excuse me. Okay. All right, chat. Do you guys want to word on stream, or should I just step away for a second? I'm gonna ask chat. I am curious. I kind of want to run a test, not on a holiday day, um, to see if I notice some people do bounce when we pull up words on stream, but I know that some of you like to play it, so I'm trying to get all that figured out. Would you guys like to words on stream, or I'll just step away? Either way, it's fine. Either way, I have to get food, so I will let you guys decide. Either way, good either way. Okay, I think I'll just step away this time. It'll just be a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get some wraps made, and then we'll be back to. I'll just leave Chum here on stream. It'll be like the TikToks. Can you guys watch Chum for me, and I'll be right back. Need some Texas Hold'em on stream. Well, I was considering putting it actually on this screen, but then I can't play because my keyboard's over there. So I don't know. Maybe we think about it some more. Yeah, you guys have fun with Chum, and I will be right back.
Would you like some cheese on top?
The whole time I was up, Scott's over there giggling. And I'm like, oh, here we go. It's Panda with the stickers. Thank you so much for the support. What have I missed? What have I missed? Riot, welcome in. How are you? You look like a Simic player. Simic's a lot of fun. I could see Mr. Shork also being Simic. We missed a cheese on top, goose attack, sponge licks, a googly eyes. Oh my goodness, a hairbrush. I did see that one. I did see Panda licked your model. Thank you, Panda, for the stickers. I appreciate it. Here's what I was making. Here's my new whip, chat. I love that I got more viewers while I was gone. I made some chicken Caesar wraps, so that's what I've got. Chat, what are you guys having for lunch or dinner here? Maybe we should have words on stream. I didn't think about the actual eating part of it. I didn't plan that one very well. A little leaving stream gets you. I mean, I can do that. I can absolutely wander off if that's what I need to do. Bye, chat. All right, let's do a little painting and then I'll dive into food. Butts is back from lunch chores. 2 carfuls of stuff to Goodwill. Almost done cleaning up the basement. That's amazing. I'm sure they appreciated all that too. That's a lot of stuff. We've been like slowly going through our house and getting rid of old stuff, and it feels really good. Just to get things out that need to be out. Doing some spring cleaning. It feels good. No camera and a brush out by one of those tiny plastic hands on a stick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, I guess, how to do the lunch thing here. I think words on stream was pretty good, but I did notice some drop off, so I'm trying to navigate that, I guess. This is the things you have to worry about as a streamer. I thought maybe if I left the mini on stream, people would be more likely to stick around. Seems to have worked this time. That's what I gotta figure out here, so we do longer streams. But I do have to, you know, actually eat the food also. The other problem I have. I had fun with the mini. I'm not sure if everyone else did. Scott was in there giggling. I can share that. Scott was giggling. So I think everyone else did. But may also be getting lunch with me. Thank you, Panda, again. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for the support. The cheese on it definitely got me. Alright, I'm gonna have a little bit of my lunch. We'll leave Chum. If anyone did want to chat with Chum. I'm gonna mute and eat a couple bites of my wrap. Trying to be good and keep getting my protein goal. So I can work out here after stream. Okay. I debated just making it a salad. Maybe that would have been easier. Yeah, I guess the words on stream time is still needed. I'll set that up for tomorrow, chat. We'll put words on stream on the painting screen. And see how that goes. For science. For science. Deconstructed chicken Caesar wrap, that's right. I was like in front of the fridge, I was like, wait, what's gonna be easier? Making tough decisions on the fly. Let's get that protein. I did see make a veggie protein shake. What do you like to throw into yours? I've not done the veggie ones. I probably should. I know that like when you throw the other stuff in, you really can't taste it, but not something I've been doing. I find it hard to have a shake if I'm really going for like protein, a lot of meat and stuff. I'm not hungry enough for a shake. Let's see, butts for ideal hobby space. Current list, big tabletop for working on stuff, airbrush setup, permanent photo spot, TV, lots and lots of shelves, and a table for actual games. That sounds pretty perfect to me. I wish we could have basements here, because that's what ours would be. It's basically everything you've just listed there. If we could have a hobby basement, that would be so nice. I want to keep in progress projects would be useful. Somewhere you can just set something for a minute while you're working on stuff. I asked chat the same question. What would your perfect hobby space have? Or if you have it already, what does it have? For my little studio here, when I'm painting and working on commissions, I definitely need my music. With streaming, I have a monitor in front of me, so I can actually put on a show while I'm working, which is nice. It's partly how I caught up with One Piece, was being able to have that on while I was working. I think music's honestly the big one for me. But I don't have like game space in here, so if we were to be gaming, I'd want either TV or something we can throw on. Let's see, starter into strawberries, spinach, beets, banana, and then chocolate protein powder with some PP Fit. That has a lot of flavors. I'm trying to imagine all that together. That's a lot. Okay. Maybe I'm being too scaredy pants throwing things in together. Could be. I'll have to go rub the beets, otherwise it just tastes like dirt there. I was just trying to imagine like strawberry plus, what was it, chocolate plus peanut butter plus. Like the banana, I would imagine, just kind of add some texture. Interesting. Okay, maybe I need to explore this more. It's almost the entire basement. Talking about moving my work office into the space as well. I would say no if it were me, but because then you won't want to be in the game room after, you know? If it were me, I'd say no. Like if this wasn't my sorry. If this wasn't my job, I wouldn't do it. I'm the weirdo exception. I think only sort. It's been a while since I've had beets. I usually have it with like a soup, so it has other stuff with it. But it's been a while since I've had them. Strawberry banana and chocolate. Also, be if it's not as aggressive as a flavor. It's a peanut butter. If I ever have that combo of stuff together, I'll try. What's nice about the current setup is it's easy. Slide over and paint during work. That's true, though. That's true. I would just hate to, like, not want to do the hobby stuff because you've been at the work stuff all day. Yeah, no, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope rest of work goes well. We will catch you next time. Bye-bye as for now. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today, spending part of your Monday with us. I think Chum's getting close here. I may have another bite of my wrap and then see how much more we want to do here. I'm getting close. I know I've got some cleanup to do on his fingers here from the fishy. I want to do a little bit more on his tail. Getting close. I'm gonna mute and get another couple bites here. Sure, it says eventually when I have a soft carpeted space to play games in. Very cool space, yes. Mine are next to each other can be nice. Also means one expensive office chair, not two. That's a good shout, too. My office stays where it is. Physically can't get further from the hobby space and still be in the house. I think if you find you're okay, being able to dip over and then you can kind of like disconnect it from work, if that makes sense. Then yeah, maybe worth it. Hey Hershey, welcome in. My cat keeps invading the hobby space. It's an issue. Kitty cat, no. How are you? Other than that, how are you today? Does your kitty cat like to rearrange things? Alright. I think my experiment is I definitely want like words on stream time to eat, but maybe we set up the screen differently. I think that's what I've learned today. We have science chat. Thank you for sciencing with me today. I think taking the like 5-10 minutes to scarf something down is better than me having to dip over a few times. Thank you for sciencing. Working and working more Monday things. Kitty likes to find things and hide them away for all eternity. That kitty cat. So silly. The cats can sense when I open the wet palette and runs over to try and step in it. It is time. It is time. I am glad Sadie can't get like on the table. I mentioned here I'm allergic to cats, so I can't have a cat, but I'm glad that I don't have to worry about that. It would be bad news if I had to worry about a kitty cat with all of this up here. I just realized we missed an entire like scale, so let's get that. It's on the underside of his finger, so I missed it. Alright. We'll hit that with the same edge highlight. We're down to the little stuff, which is nice. I think I'll actually use Cantor for a cleanup over here. Now, my dad was allergic to cats. The family cat only liked him. If you get a cat, you'll have a best friend and hives. Yeah. It's, for me, it's pretty severe. It stinks. Because they're so cute. I wish I could be around them more. Even with allergy meds, if I go to like a friend's house with cats, it'll still get to me after a little bit. But they're very cute. Also, purring is just magical. I don't know what it is. But when a cat purrs, it's just kind of... It's the coolest little thing. I know it's so small, but there's something magical about it. I read somewhere the same proteins that people who are allergic to in-house cats also present in lions. You're probably allergic to lions too? That tracks. I think I'll stay far enough away to not find out for myself. But good to know if I'm ever in a room with a lion. I know. Cat houses are minefields for the allergic. That dander gets everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Decide. What else? I mean, I'm pretty happy with him, but how about cheetahs? Oh, do I have enough space for those? Yeah, what do the genes say about cheetahs? If I can't have a lion, then can I have a cheetah? I'm especially allergic to lion claws and teeth. Been on the chart. Of all the large cat, lions are the ones I'd least like to hug. What would you most like to hug? I'd hug like a jaguar. I think they're pretty and cool. You would hug all the cheetahs, Hershey? They're very cute. The little like, what you call small cheetah? Kitten? Pup? Kit? Don't get me wrong, I would love to hug a lion's butts. Cheetahs hate enclosed spaces apparently and are quite skittish, that's what I've heard. I mean, when you can run like they can, you don't give them room to do that. Not great for them. Okay, we got a little blue there. We got a little bit of shade here. I don't want to go too nuts, but I do like this blue as a shade. Oh, a tiger? Tiger's a good shout. Bet that'd be a good hug. I always love those moments when I realize it's like someone coming in here for painting for the first time. The first thing who's like, yeah, I'd hug a tiger. Thank you to everyone hanging out and for deciding we're your brand of crazy. I appreciate it. I'm gonna steal one more bite of my lunch, and then still have some time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to just like piddle on him. I'm pretty happy with him. All right, I think the answer is the rock. So look at that start. But says they're like house cats, but even bigger. I don't see a downside. Avian says that is the problem. They're like house cats, but bigger. I'm just looking for a dark gray. Though I'm tempted to go bright. I don't know what I would do though. We'll go gray for now. I feel like that's really dark. Let's do a middle gray. Good old London gray. I got more water and took more pictures of the crick. Sounds good. Welcome back. More to hug. I bet they're so soft. I bet they would be. All right. I still want to do the aquarium basing on the. I keep coming back to it. We can still do a gray rock, but I think we need some more fun braid basing. Feels like an army you would do it for. Be silly. Like I almost want to make it like the little aquarium rock, so we just do like a pink rock. Should definitely do an aquarium base. I'm tempted. I'll do this for now, since, you know, sponsored and whatnot. But then, just when Steamforge thinks they're safe, that's when I go full on neon basing. Just when they think they're like, oh, she's pretty cool, she paints pretty well. That's when I go purple rock. Treasure chest. really fake plants. Little shrimp on the ground cleaning a rock. It's contaminated. All right. I just painted right over the barnacles, so now I can't paint those for a little bit. I'm gonna get his base back to black for photo. I don't think this is gonna hold it. I think I need the bigger handle. Yeah, definitely need the. Let's just actually get just 40s. I don't know what you actually are. You're a big boy, you know that. You're probably a 50. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. I don't think I have the larger handle. We will do what we can without putting our fingers in paint. They get rid of facings for Warmachine. They did, and free strikes. A mantis shrimp? Yes, Avian. Yes. Yes. That would be pretty cool. You can't charge out of combat or make attacks unless you have the rule Unstoppable. Ladybug. You can't be barking in here. Name him Rocky. Be pretty cute. I'd paint a mantis shrimp for sure. Blip, blip, blip. Alright, that's the most I can do on the base without sticking my finger in paint. Feel like I'm just slowly painting myself into a corner here. I think the barnacles are enough into a base coat. Won't ruin anything. If I can figure out where I put the feet. See the palette? I have the one from this box. I have that one. I think he's got like a full like mouthful of like bombs and stuff. Got another little starfish there to get. Trying so hard to not get black paint everywhere. Apparently got some on my rock. Hello. Not a big deal. Hush that up real quick. Okay. I get more magenta. And then I don't know, I feel like we're getting close to just kind of being done for today. I didn't mean to end early, but I'm glad that we got through, got some more done on it. What do you think, Waste of Mine? What do you think? I think you've brought another demon into the world. You're welcome. Two actually. I got Chum and Steve. So I'm doing pretty well today, I think. Yeah, let's give him like a once over for anything else I want to do. I do need to smooth this out, so let's do that real quick. Can do that without messing up anything drying. I think I got a couple spots to smooth out. We'll do that for sure. Smoothing, smoothing. Steve's just along for the ride. Don't blame the good boy. He is having the best time. Look at him. He's having a great time down there. The shade here, actually. But yeah, we're kind of the point where it's just little things as I catch them, so that's a good sign. I didn't go real heavy on the wash on this side, so we'll do a little bit more. Okay, bot, calm down. I have been more active over on Blue Sky, though. If you guys want to see what I am working on, there's my Blue Sky. My TikTok, I have a couple things I need to edit, and then I will try to be back on there. It's just been really hard to be on there lately. Instagram, I'm still moving my stuff over to YouTube. I don't think I'm going to be posting to Instagram anymore. I'm still trying to decide, but I really don't like using that app. I really don't like Meta. So I think I'm just going to transition everything over to YouTube. But if you'd like to see what else I'm working on, those are my socials. I will, yeah, I think Blue Sky will be my focus. And they're working on Skylight, which is like their version of TikTok, which looks interesting. Obviously doesn't have as many people on it just yet, but it's kind of neat in that if you post there, it also posts to Blue Sky, and the comments follow it, so that's kind of interesting too, but we'll play with that some more. I'm gonna touch up his little fingers. And then tomorrow we'll be back with more painting. We're going to work on some Monster Hunter, though. We're going to work on Teostra. If you guys want to join for that, that is actually also from Steamforge, but they're a Monster Hunter board game. All of the monsters from it are badass. I'm going to do a little bit of white on the... I know they do the pink for like the scarring. I'm going to do it as if they have healed rather than they are still fresh. Gonna do the body pillow vendor sim game on Wednesday. It's tempting though. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look straight out and see if there's any other like smaller games we can kind of bring on. If I find something, we will game on Wednesday. If I don't, we will paint on Wednesday, but there will be a Wednesday stream. I'm just trying to decide what it will be. I wonder if patrons smells the thing right at the start. Yeah, we gotta get the little deodorizers immediately. Immediately. Balatro, we did Balatro a little while back. I mean, we always can. It's been a while since I played, but yeah, I'll take a look and see what's on there. I think the only one I remember that we haven't done from like a where you guys picked was I had Cassette Beasts. I love Inscription. Yes, I've played Inscription. Cassette Beasts was a Pokemon like with some like cool quality of life things, and you get to fuse the Pokemon. Was yes for Inscription or Cassette Beasts? I guess I'll just ask chat. Would you guys want to play maybe Cassette Beasts? It's hard picking games. It's kind of fun seeing all their critters though. Inscription is very good. I binged the heck out of that when it came out. Is that more silver? Mr. Shark. You and I are gonna fight. I have found more silver. Just when I thought we were wrapping up. No, no. I find more silver. Mr. Shark says no, no. I think I recommended was Fear the Spotlight. I'd have to take a look at it again, see if I think it's a good fit. I was kind of thinking we played the remastered Dead Space 2 a while back. I don't know if I would bring on the second one on stream, or if I just play it on my own time and poke my nose into every corner for all the lore and stuff. Sometimes it's just nice to play at my own pace. That makes sense. Those Pokemon fusions are very lewd. We'll love it. So I played the demo for Cassette Beasts a while back, and it was really fun. And I just never ended up playing through the main game. Just because I play lots of stuff. I'll think about it here. Keep it as an option. It may be I wake up Wednesday and see what I want to do, if I'm honest. Sometimes Wednesdays are just that vibe. Just be, do I want a game or do I want to do that? And then we'll do it. Whatever I pick. Oh, that's the stream I came back to forever ago. Korean Twitch I've been following for 5 years. I'm playing the Half Sword demo. It's a goofy physics-based... Oh, Arena Fighter? That sounds funny. Okay, the rock isn't quite dry. I was thinking we could do a wash, but then we're just stuck waiting on the wash. Silver's drying for that wash. Let me touch up his face a little bit. Yeah, Dead Space was fun. It just takes us, well, I mean, we've got slightly longer streams. Maybe it won't take quite as many streams. It takes us more streams to get through stuff like that. Because we are still mainly paint strim. Ah, that helped. Okay. Making this little highlight on his little eyebrows. Right at the front of his face. Since you're close to Chum, could you ask him all his favorite food he didn't want to ask me earlier? Chum, what's your favorite food? Oh, he feels like a ramen guy to me. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I was gonna go sushi, but that was too obvious. That one felt too obvious. Ramen sounds good right now? Hell yeah. Let's see if there's anything else I want to do. Or if I feel like I'm good with where he's at. I've got a little bit of touch-up to do over here. Otherwise, I think that's kind of the time I wanted to put into him. Until basic. The shark man eats caviar. Is he a baby eating cannibal? Maybe. Cannibal? Maybe. I think chat thinks about these things more than I do, is my answer. I just think he's neat. Is there anything else that I want to do? We need to do, the wood needs a quick highlight. We did that really late, so I kind of forgot about it. Kind of regretting it's the same color as we used on the rust, but we'll come back with some silver and make sure it stands out a bit. Guess I could have just made it metal, but I'm in too deep now. Um, it's gonna be good enough. Gotta go fix the server. Have a good stream. I think we're gonna be right behind you. Thank you so much for hanging out. But yeah, I'm kind of at the point where once that rock dries, I can finish that, and then I think that's the I think that'll be Chum until I figure out basing for these guys. So I'll give them one last spin here. Sometimes I see things on camera. But I think, yeah, we got his tactical rockets all drying and the stuff on it's drying. So once that's, I'll just do that real quick, maybe tonight, and then he'll be ready to roll. So I think this is where we'll wrap up today. I had a lot of fun painting Chum. I hope you guys liked seeing some Warmachine here on stream. It was really fun. Thank you again, Steamforge, for sending a box our way. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more painting, but it'll be Teostra. So I might do a little bit of airbrushing today just to get like that base purple on him and maybe some of the wings, but after that we'll tack him by hand tomorrow. So we'll work on some Monster Hunter. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out. I really, really appreciate it. Again, if you want to catch up in between streams, we have our Discord if you want to share what you're working on. That's right, we're gonna get back to purple. My stream deck's not working, so that's great. We have our Discord. The socials are there in chat if you want to check that out. And then YouTube is where all of our VODs and all of that is, so you can check that out there. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully this lets me transition over. This might be an awkward. But we'll be back tomorrow for painting. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.